for the local area. At Topeka, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 77 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity was 61%. The wind was south at 30 miles an hour, gusting to 41. The pressure was 29.55 inches and falling. At Manhattan, it was cloudy. The temperature was 76 degrees, the dew point 61, and the relative humidity was 59%. The wind was south at 21 miles an hour, gusting to 31. Around the region, at Wichita, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 84. It was partly sunny, with a temperature of 77 at Lawrence, 77 at Concordia, and 78 at Springfield. It was cloudy, with a temperature of 68 at Kansas City, 75 at Emporia, 64 at Beatrice, and 62 at Omaha. Once again, at Manhattan, it was 76 degrees under cloudy skies. Once again, at Topeka, it was 77 degrees under partly sunny skies. Now here is your National Weather Service forecast. Late this afternoon, partly sunny with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Southeast winds around 20 miles per hour with gusts to around 35 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with rain showers with thunderstorms likely in the evening, then mostly clear after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Lows in the lower 50s. South winds 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to around 35 miles per hour, becoming southwest 5 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of precipitation 90%. Saturday, cooler. Mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 60s. West winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to around 35 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the middle 40s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then mostly cloudy with chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Lows around 50. East winds up to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 50%. Monday, rain showers and chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 60s. Chance of precipitation 90%. Monday night, rain showers and chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the middle 40s. Chance of precipitation 80%. Tuesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with slight chance of rain showers. Lows in the middle 40s. Wednesday, partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain showers. Highs in the middle 60s. Wednesday night and Thursday, rain showers likely and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 50s. Highs in the middle 60s. Chance of precipitation 70%. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 40s. Friday, partly sunny with slight chance of rain showers. Highs in the middle 60s. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. For today and tonight, a few strong storms will be possible early this morning across the outlook area. Large hail up to quarter size is possible in the strongest storms. Severe storms will be possible across the entire outlook area late Friday afternoon through the early overnight hours. Afternoon storms could initiate around 3 to 4 p.m., but will remain isolated. All modes of severe weather will be possible with these storms. A cold front will move through in the evening, with the main threats being large hail up to golf balls and damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. For Saturday through Thursday, no hazardous weather is expected at this time. Spotter activation will likely be needed later this afternoon. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91, in Topeka, Kansas. Now here is your National Weather Service forecast.
Hello everyone, what is going on, you guys? Hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. We're here for a long stream here for tonight, you guys, because we have a big day ahead of us. Storm Prediction Center issues a severe threat level 4 out of 5 for today. This is a moderate risk. This is some big news. This is a very big deal, and this is going to potentially get pretty nasty. Large tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail is all on the radar here for today. A few of those tornadoes could be strong, EF2 and higher. Let's hope that's not the case, but we're in store for some possible tornadoes here for today. Let's go ahead and see who's hanging on here. Let's go and see who's in the chat. Jules says, hi, what's up? Courtney says, yo, what's up, Courtney? Jenny says, hello, what's up, Jenny? Mike, I seen you. What's up, Mike? Toby, you as well. What's up, you guys? Hope y'all are doing good. Patrick, I see you as well here. All of you guys, welcome. Hope you guys are staying safe and hope you guys are doing good for today. Now, our main goal is to try to save as many lives as possible today. That is why we are here for. And we are going to be here until the end of this event. I am ready. I have gotten everything all together. I got my stream snacks. I got myself an energy drink. I think I'm going to be pretty good here. Pretty set for a while. I want to go ahead and say right off the bat, at one point in the stream, I am going to be taking an hour break. Okay, so at one point, probably around the half point, I'm going to be taking an hour break. Like I said, we're probably going to be live until the midnight hours. That's the plan here. Probably until like 2 in the morning. It's kind of whenever storms are going to start fading out here. Anyways, y'all, hope you guys are doing great. Glad to see all of you guys here once again. Hope you guys are doing all right. Like I said, I'm ready for the stream event. Got my NOS, got my energy drink, got ready here. Got myself a Slim Jim as well as some Starburst gummies. We're ready. That's all we need. That's literally everything we need here. So let's go ahead and see with some of these comments. I finally got my tablet actually to work. Thank goodness. I was working on that last night, trying to get it to work today. I just had to restart the router. It's as simple as that. It's just being stupid for some reason. So got it working. Got it looking pretty good here. So let's see some of these questions coming in here. Joel says, where is it at? This is here across the central portion of the country. This, the worst threat is across southeastern Nebraska into northeastern Kansas. That's kind of what we are seeing here right now. Let's go see. Joel says, maybe I should ask, how is Texas tonight? So, we go ahead and I'm going to take a look at this. Texas, north central portion, just northwest of Dallas, has a severe threat. Nothing too crazy for today for Texas. Like I said, the main threats across Nebraska and Kansas, in bits of Oklahoma as well, across the region there. Let's go ahead and see here. Patrick says, be safe, Heartland. Some angry weather coming for y'all. Yep, we got some pretty nasty weather coming on here. Patrick also says also has a 15% significant tornado threat. That is true. We have a large tornado threat here for today. It is going to get pretty daggone nasty. Okay, 15% significant threat is really nothing you want to mess with. It's some serious stuff we're dealing with here. Let's go see. Jenny says, so cool to hang out with y'all. I've been running errands here and there. I've been planning on staying as long as possible. Well, obviously glad to have you here, Jenny. Thank you for joining. I'm glad to have you here. Let's go ahead and see here. Short Fuse says, hey, what's up? Welcome to live stream. Hope you're doing good. Joel says it's high here in Texas, but nice out. Toby says, I won't be able to do anything until I get home. That'll be by 3:40 Central Time. Okay. Mia says, hey, Andrew. What's up, Mia? Hope you're doing good. Glad to see you here. My cats get my Wi-Fi box when they step on. I have to reset it. Oh, I got you. It's pretty funny. Joel says, thank you, you rock. No, you, Joel. Thank you so much for joining us. So, now that that's out of the way, we have a bit to talk about today. First off, I believe we should start with our risk here of severe weather. We can look at it two different ways here. I'm probably going to pull up the... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Probably going to pull up the actual Storm Prediction Center first. I think that would be a pretty good goal here. You know what, guys? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn on the light in here, so maybe I can fix some of this lighting. So give me 1 second. Going to try to fix the problem. Okay, hopefully this helps. Because obviously it's a little bit bright there. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works here. Okay, that looks a little bit better, actually. All right, we're good. We're ready to go, you guys. So, we're going to move on to the convective outlook here. Actually, I'm going to zoom in here. I actually have a specific one made for the Storm Prediction Center now, guys. Look at this. Severe threat level 4 out of 5 for today. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my pen here so I can actually draw on the screen so that I can actually show you guys and point out what is going on here. All right, so pretty big day for today if you guys might have already guessed here. Let's go ahead and pull this pen up over here. That way I can actually draw on my screen now. So, like I said, we have 5 different shades here going on. We have a light green, a dark green, a yellow, an orange, and a red. This is pretty nasty. This is going to be a pretty big threat here. Let's go ahead and see here. Joel says, welcome. You're my favorite weather channel here, or favorite channel here for weather. Thank you so much, Joel. It's greatly appreciated. Glad to have you all here. Let's go ahead and see. I did see someone else that joined here. Weather Prediction says, hello, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you. Glad to have all of you guys out there. Matt, I see you're there as well. Aspect as well. What's up, you guys? So, like I said, we have a pretty big threat here for today. Like I said before, basically the light green just shows that some thunderstorms are possible for today. They're not expected to be severe here across the region. Now, like I said, isolated, there could be a severe storm or two popping somewhere in this. It's not perfect. It's just basically showing you that severe storms are not expected, basically. However, where they are expected does include this region here. So if you guys know anyone, or if you guys are personally across the areas here I just circled, across bits of north central Texas, bits of Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, eastern Colorado, Missouri, as well as Iowa, got yourself a chance for severe weather for today. 1 out of 5 severe threat across the green. Basically, you can see on the table above me. I basically put that there to help explain essentially what this means and everything. So across the green, this shows that some isolated severe thunderstorms are possible. They're mostly kind of scattered out and not as crazy. The severe threat level 2 out of 5 across the slight risk, the yellow risk area here. This is where things are a little bit more crazy. Okay, so scattered, short-lived, and then isolated intense tornadoes. Isolated intense severe weather here, including tornadoes for today, actually. So in regard to that, that's actually a pretty big threat. That's where we start moving up the ladder here and getting worse. Then we have a severe threat level 3 out of 5. We're right there at that mid-ground point. Numerous persistent and a few intense severe thunderstorms are expected to occur here. And believe it or not, you guys, we have another threat here. Severe threat level 4 out of 5 across the red. This shows that widespread, long-lived, and intense thunderstorms are expected. So, whenever you see these days, this is whenever you need to know that crazy stuff is going to get pretty bad. Whenever you see a moderate risk of this magnitude here, this is when things start to get pretty bad here. Like I said, the new outlook just came out here not too long ago. In regard to things. So if you guys know anyone across the regions here, do them a favor. Have them a favor. Let them know what's going on here. Give them a heads up. Tell them about the channel if you guys want to, because we're going to be live here all today. So if you guys have any questions, I'm going to try to get to as many as I can for today. That's obviously our main concern here. But yeah, that's obviously here. Let's go ahead and see. We got some new comments coming through here. Obviously, a lot more I'm not really getting to, unfortunately. So sorry about that, you guys. If I'm not getting to your, if you're getting to your comments here. Let's go ahead and see here. Excited about today, says Matt. Honestly, it's gonna be pretty interesting, regardless of what happens today. It's gonna be pretty nasty, actually. Patrick says, if you're in enhanced risk, okay, moderate, you're stable. Anyway, if you're in any type of severe threat, you need to be on the lookout here for today. Matt says, Cap looks strong here so far. This will break as we move into the overnight hours here. Let's go ahead and see here. Steve says, well, been cloudy today and 11 degrees Celsius. What's up, Steve? Hope you're doing good. Robbie says, how are you doing, buddy? Sounds like a busy day. It sure is, and we're going to be here for a while for you guys. We're going to be here for a while. Let's go ahead and see here. Connor says, is Council Grove is bad today? I think you mean, is Council Grove going to be bad? I don't know exactly where that's at, but I tell you what I can do for you. I can go ahead and pull up exactly where that's at, and I'll be able to give you an idea in terms of what you can expect. Based off the map, you should know where you are, between what state you're in and, what side of the state you're in. If you don't, then that's probably something you should figure out, honestly. I think everyone should know where they're at, literally on the map. And you got to know what's going on here. If you're in the dark green and inward, you have the chance for severe weather. Obviously, the greatest threat being across the orange and the red. You know, the red's basically the most highlighted area here for today in regard to things. So, let's go and pull up Council Grove. Trying to fool this up. Here we go. Council Grove, Kansas, just northeast of Wichita, southwest of Topeka. So, to answer your question, yes, you have a big threat for severe weather. Actually, it almost looks like you're right there inside of that moderate risk. You're inside the greatest chance here. For tornadoes, we have a 15% significant chance, basically showing you have a 15% chance of seeing a tornado EF2 to EF5 across this area here. Every single 25 miles, that repeats itself. That's a pretty big potential. And there's multiple 25-mile boxes inside of this red territory. So this just shows we have a pretty large chance we could see at least a pretty strong tornado here for today. And of course, we do have our lower probability but same potential impact here, 10% significant chance. EF2 to EF5 tornadoes being possible, as well as just a lower percent chance, but it is still there. But it does cover a much larger ground here. Then you have your 5 and 2% chance, basically just, you know, generalized tornado threat here. A 2% chance across the dark green, and a 5% chance here across the brown. So that's kind of what we are seeing here. Let's go ahead and see. Toby says, I did mention this weather stream to some people. Thank you so much, Toby. Greatly appreciated. Glad to have all of you guys here for today. And I hope you guys stay safe here. And obviously, like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're going to try our best to get to as many of you guys as we can, because obviously that is our main concern here, is your guys' safety. We're going to be here, guys, until the end of this live stream. Like I said, I'm planning on being live here at least until around midnight or so. Like I said, I'm gonna take an hour break here around the half point, probably around 8 or so. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. So here's our damaging wind potential here. Not only is tornadoes going to be a large concern, but we have a 45 significant chance of seeing damaging winds likely over 80 miles per hour for today. Very, very large damaging wind gust is going to be a concern, you guys. It is going to actually be quite nasty in regard to things. 45% chance across the pink, across northeastern Kansas into southeastern Nebraska. If you guys are across any of these regions, if you know anyone across any of these shaded colors, do them a favor. Let them know what's going on here. You know, significant, severe, damaging winds here does include Kansas City, Missouri here, Omaha, Nebraska here, Lincoln, Nebraska, Overland Park, Kansas, and Kansas City here in Kansas. So this does include a lot of populated areas here for the damaging wind potential. Same thing for hail. We have a significant hail threat here, potentially seeing some damaging hail events up to 2 inches in diameter. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty daggone crazy here. That is what we are seeing with. Let's go ahead and see here. Hama says, so I tune into the channel and get weather updates because you guys are really good here. It affects our community houses, so we tell them what the weather is. Well, obviously, I'm glad to be here for all of you guys here. Matthew says, going camping this weekend in northeast Oklahoma. I think it's going to be bad out tonight. Yes, tonight across northeastern Oklahoma, we do have the chance for severe weather. And on the extreme northeastern side, we do have a severe threat level 3 out of 5, showing that numerous, persistent, and a few intense severe thunderstorms are expected of all modes possible, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds here across the region. So this is going to be a pretty nasty day today, you guys. And this is actually going to continue over the next several days. Here for tomorrow, we have a slight risk across the region here, another tornado threat, but nothing as crazy as we are seeing actually here for tonight. Tonight is going to be our large day, what we are talking about. Things is going to be pretty crazy. So, let's go ahead and see. Toby says, well, I've never seen a purple zone before. Yep, it's definitely something you never want to see, you guys. It's definitely something you never want to see here. Yeah, that's what we are talking about here. But anyways, guys, like I said, thank you all so much for joining us. Hope you guys are doing great, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So like I said, invite your friends and family. Let them know what's going on here, guys, because obviously it's going to be a pretty nasty day here for today in regard to things, and it's going to be a pretty nasty day regardless, on all types of severe weather here. So I tell you what, you guys, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the satellite view. I want to go ahead and take a look at what's going on here right now across the satellite view. We have a bit of spin up starting to kind of kick off here. It's kind of hard to see, but this is Nebraska right here. Here's Kansas. I can actually probably zoom out a little bit more here. We'll actually go back to the United States view, see what's going on here right now. Bit of dry air across bits of the Central Plains here at the moment, but this will change out here pretty soon. We have all this warm air driving its way up into the country here. We have that area for circulation really just now starting to kick off here. So things are just now starting to get pretty bad in regard to things. And We have a bit of thunderstorm activity kicking off across bits of Missouri at the moment, and pretty soon we're going to start to see some firing off here actually across Nebraska, eventually driving its way down into Kansas, in which we are going to see here. So, pretty nasty day for you guys. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and move on here to the actual view of what is going on here. We're going to take a look at the WSV3 mode here. We're going to see what's going on. So we have our convective outlook overlaid here at the moment. We already do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings popping off here across the marginal risk here across southwestern Kansas. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as quarter-size hail. The one to the west here expires in 23 minutes. Basically until 1:45 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That is, I believe, let's see, that's 2:45 Mountain Time and 3:45 Central Time and 4:45 Eastern Time here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of the conversion there for you guys, because this is basically, I don't know why they have this in Pacific Time, even though this is in the Central Time Zone. It's a little bit odd if you ask me, but we still have these severe thunderstorm warnings that will be expired in 23 minutes for the one on the left here. Basically just west of Jetmore, we have this one that is in effect here. Just north, or basically northeast of that, basically just south of Ness City. This does include really nothing too crazy, as well as Bazine across the region there. Once again, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail does seem to be the concern here across the region. Like I said, this is the lowest end severe threat for today. Look at this. We're seeing these storms fire off here in the severe threat level 1 out of 5, and they're already going severe warning. We still have 3 other levels to go through. We'll just wait till the storms reach in here. That's when things are going to get pretty nasty. You know, once those storms start moving in towards areas here such as Topeka, Bishop Superior here, as well as Beat Rice here, you know, once you start moving into those regions, that's when things are going to get pretty daggone nasty. And we actually do have an active tornado watch that's in effect here. We're going to take a look at that here right now. Tornado watch number 157 will be in effect here until 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Maybe there's a setting or something I can change for that. I don't know why it's showing that up. But that's basically 9 o'clock Central Time, I believe, across the region. So we still have a little bit to go, you know, basically just a little bit after sunset in regard to things. Pretty daggone crazy for today. We have the tornado watch. The storms are just now starting to intrude at the northwestern side of the watch area here. We're starting to see a line of storms. They're not severe yet, but they are probably going to kick off here pretty soon. And once they do, then that's whenever that severity is going to start coming in here in regard to things. So that's kind of what we are talking about, you guys. You know, like I said, this tornado watch does include north central Kansas here. You can see right here, north central Kansas, as well as central and south central Nebraska here. We have this tornado watch in effect here. So we can also see maybe some, maybe some max wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour being a possibility here. Definitely being a possible scenario in regard to things. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and turn off this radar here. And we're going to pull up some NextRad products. We're going to get some nasty views coming in here. We're going to go ahead and pull up the local radars now. This is where we get some NextRad action going on in here. We got some nice radar coverage in regard to things here. So we're going to wait for this to load here for 1 second. I'm going to go and turn on active scan here as well. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here in the comments section. See what's going on with you guys. Hope you guys are doing good here. Feels Tornado, he says, Matt. Yep, it sure does. Let's go and see here. Hello from Texas. What's up? Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Glad to see you here. That goes to all of you guys out there. Hope you guys are doing great. Glad to have you guys here for today. And honestly, like I said, guys, today we are in for a hell of a ride because things is going to get pretty nasty here on all tops of the severe weather here. Let's go and see what just popped up here. Area forecast discussion just popped up here a minute ago. So it is going to get pretty nasty here. So, like I said, guys, you know, if you're just now joining us, obviously, welcome. We are dealing with a bit of a situation going on here at the moment. We're getting ready to kick off here. That radar is not wanting to work for some reason. I'll tell you what, let's go and try this other one. Level 2 data, maybe. There we go. I'm going to try to do that radar again. Maybe I just did it wrong there in the beginning. Hopefully it's not down or whatever, because that would honestly not be good. Another severe thunderstorm warning just now popped off here, basically just southwest of Scott City. Here we go. Here comes the new... here comes the radar product coming in now. So yeah, this line is just now starting to kind of fire off across the northwestern side here of the watch zone here. This does include bits of the moderate risk, as well as the enhanced risk, like I said, across the regions here for the severe weather for today. So this is going to get pretty nasty. Like I said, we're already starting to see some severe storms pop off across the southwestern side here of Kansas, currently ongoing here at the moment. Let's go see. This weather looks pretty bad. It sure does, and we're going to be here to cover it for you guys. It is actually going to get pretty nasty. So, here we go. Here's another severe thunderstorm warning that just now popped off just southwest of Scott City here. You can see Scott City up here on the right-hand corner. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, basically what those other ones are for as well. This will expire here in 34 minutes, whenever this does expire. So, regardless, this is something that we have got to watch out for. It is going to be a pretty nasty day here for today. In regard to velocity scan, however, there actually kind of looks like there might be a little bit of rotation going on here, a little bit of broad rotation kicking off with this cell. Kind of see your inbounds and your outbounds going on here. So, do they have a tornado tag? That's kind of the concern I have right now. They do not. Okay, so here's the text product here. They do not have a tornado tag. Basically, just a little heads up saying that a tornado can quickly develop from severe thunderstorms. I'd say we keep a watch on this cell. Just south of Leote. Let's go and see another area of forecast discussion. Actually, no, this is for Dodge City. I should probably close Dodge City tab because we don't need Dodge City right now. Actually, in regard to that, we should probably keep it up, actually. So, a report thunderstorm wind gusts of 50 mile per hour here at 3:16, or 2:16, or 4:16 Eastern time here when it did kick off. Pretty crazy. So we're starting to see a lot of those damaging wind gusts just now starting to kind of come up here in regard to things. And so, guys, please be safe here for today. We're going to need to continue watching this cell here because that actually does look like it might have some type of rotation going on inside of it. For these other ones here, nothing too crazy is going on here. A little bit of turbulence, obviously, but, nothing of big concern right now. I say we watch this cell here for a little bit. No, the one that's going on right here. This could actually potentially do something here down the line. Another severe thunderstorm warning just now popped up here just east of McCook here. This does include bits of Edson as well as bits of Cambridge. This is in effect here for 47 minutes. This one actually has a 1.5-inch hail potential here. Basically, these hail events could get up to ping pong ball size hail as well as 60 miles per hour being possible here. So, we have got to continue watching this cell as well. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and move up to a closer radar here. I say we try out KUEX here for a moment. We'll see what this one does here. So in regard to things, it's kind of a bit of nasty radar coverage here for today, unfortunately. Across some of these areas here, there's not too many radars around the region here, at least for this cell in particular. But, it should be okay. We should have enough radar coverage to get this done here for today. We do have a radar that is inside of the moderate risk here. You can actually see that's definitely some good news in regard to things, and we're going to continue watching this here. So we're just going to keep our eye here on KDDC here. This is a radar in southwestern Kansas, basically just right here in Dodge City. This is the Dodge City radar that we are looking at here right now. Like I said, we're monitoring 3 severe thunderstorm warnings that is kicking off here right now. There's actually another one here just to the north here across bits of south central Nebraska. Currently kicking off. These are all severe thunderstorm warnings. These are not tornado warnings yet. Let's hope that they don't get to that point yet. Or let's just hope that they don't get to that point here at all in regard to things. So, that is kind of what we are seeing here. Steve says, is there any particular states that's getting worse of this weather? Sorry, guys, I'm in the UK and just don't know much. You're good, Steve. So we're getting a lot of the worst severe weather here across Kansas. This right here, this state we're looking at right here, this is Kansas. Just north of that is Nebraska. The southeastern side of Nebraska is going to get hit pretty hard, in the northeastern side of Kansas as well. This does include bits of Oklahoma as well, into the western side of Missouri, southwestern Iowa as well, right here. So, a lot of states are going to be affected by severe weather here for today. There's even a small marginal risk here of severe weather across the north central portion here of Texas. This is just barely north of Dallas-Fort Worth. Fort Worth is right in here. You can barely see it, but right there, there's Fort Worth. Just slightly north of that is where we do have our severe threat for today. Obviously, our greatest chance is across the red, as well as, really even the orange here. Covering so much ground here, things are honestly going to get pretty daggone nasty here. Let's go ahead and see here. Kevin says some models are pointing towards massive single-cell supercells in Oklahoma City later on. That cap that's in effect here actually might allow for some of those individual cells to pop off versus more of a linear type of approach. It's going to be interesting regardless on what we actually see. We have definitely got to continue watching this here pretty close. Regardless, this is not going to be playing out very nicely. So we're going to keep on watching this, you guys. Let's go and see here. A new tornado watch. New tornado watch has just now popped up here until 4 UTC. We're about to see a new tornado watch pop up here, you guys. Just seeing it pop up here. I just got the first-hand alert here from IEMBot. It lets me know whenever new watches and stuff like that are issued. So this is going to be towards near Kansas here. So we're going to see, this is probably going to be issued just to the south, I would assume. Just to the south of the current watch we have going on. I could be wrong here, but there is another tornado watch. Tornado watch number 158 here. That is in effect. Here's 157, the one we're looking at now. We have another one that just now popped up here. So that is what we are looking at. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's go and see. Kevin says, I was on a different live stream today about 10 minutes ago, and a person told us that there's a 100% chance of an EF5 tornado today. Is that true? That is not true. There's nothing. I mean, even in the scientific side, you should never say 100%, because that's certain. And honestly, that's completely wrong. Whoever said that is not saying anything right. They're probably just trying to get attention. And the chance of having an EF5 is actually still quite low. Honestly, it is still quite low. We haven't had one in many years. But we do have the chance we could see strong tornadoes, and higher than EF2. There's a potential that they could be up and over EF2 status. Doesn't mean we will have a lot of EF5s, but I'm not saying it's impossible either. I just say it's a pretty low % chance that could actually happen. But you never know. Mother Nature works in some pretty nasty ways here. But yeah, so that is what we are looking at. Donna says, anything for Pennsylvania over the next few days? So, right now there is no active, severe weather expected for Pennsylvania as of now. We were monitoring on the models yesterday. There might be some thunderstorms that could spark off across the mid-Atlantic into the southern northeast here down the line in regard to things. But yeah, so Kevin, yeah, that is not true. That is far from being true. And you can never say that's 100%. And honestly, depending on whatever person was streaming that should honestly not be streaming, because that's just fear-mongering, and that's something that we are seriously frowning upon here. Like, obviously, we don't want to put fear in you guys' eyes. We want to keep you guys safe. We want to let you guys know what's happening. Obviously, during these events, there's no need to panic. Panic only makes these situations worse. It's nothing you should, obviously it's something that you should watch and something you should pay attention to, but it's nothing you should absolutely lose your mind of. I get it can be pretty scary, but just know that you're not alone, and just know if you guys follow us, we're going to be giving you all the information you need to know in regard to things. So, you guys, we just got to continue watching this. You just got to continue watching this here over the next little bit. So, let's go ahead and pull up the Storm Prediction Center here really quickly. I kind of want to see if they have that on their... I'm going to change over to this real quick. I want to kind of see if they have the Tornado Watch just now came out here. 58 apparently. Let's see. Watches. Okay, they don't have that out yet. They do not have it out yet, apparently. So, we're going to have to continue watching this here over the next little bit here. But I did get... here on my computer, here's my other computer here. This was actually my very first computer I bought in 2015? I've had this thing forever. I don't know if you guys will ever be able to make this out. Oh, nope, there's no way you're going to be able to make that out. Okay, well, it says right here, Storm Prediction Center issues Tornado Watch number 158 until 4 o'clock Universal Time for portions of, let's go and see. I'm actually going to click on this here, see if this will even pull up anything. In regard to things. I want to go ahead and see. And apparently not. Yeah, apparently... Oh, there we go. Trying to load something here. And the page you requested cannot be found. Okay, we're just going to continue waiting for it. It usually takes a few minutes for these warnings or these watches to be, processed and stuff. Let's go and see. I got another ding here. Yeah, issues Tornado Watch. This does include brown, clay, cloud, coffee. I think I'm probably going to pop up. There it is right there. Knew it. Just now popped up here. So yeah, it took a second to render here. This does include Morris here as well as Jackson, Franklin here. A lot of these weird counties I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. But if you guys are across the central and east side of Kansas here, you are now under a tornado watch. So here comes the watch. We're going to go ahead and listen to this. I'm going to mute my mic for a second, and let's see what this has to say. I want you guys to know what this has to say.
The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 158, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Geary, Jackson, Jefferson, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Waubonsee. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Tornado Watch number 158 has been issued from 3:35 p.m. until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Geary, Jackson, Jefferson, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Waubonsee.
Okay, so what you just heard there, guys, that was that tornado watch that has now been issued across bits of the central and east central portion here of Kansas, the one we were looking at right here. This does include Wichita. This is just west here of Kansas City. You know, Kansas City is just barely left out of this, but, you know, as this event does approach its way, you know, to the east-southeast, it would not be surprising again if another watch does take its place. So, what this watch is basically showing, you know, obviously it's a tornado watch, showing that the, you know, the atmosphere is favorable for the development of, you know, tornadic cells. Showing that a few tornadoes could be possible across the watch region here. And max hail size could get up to 3 inches, according to this watch. That is some pretty large hail here. I think that's near, was that near baseball size hail? I believe is near 3 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Maximum wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour being a possibility here. So that's pretty nasty. You know, not only is tornadoes going to be a concern, but all types of severe weather is going to be expected, from tornadoes to large hail and extreme damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour being possible here. So we're going to continue watching this, guys. You know, honestly, this is going to be a pretty nasty event. I'm already kind of is a bit concerned here, not going to lie with you guys. Today's going to be a pretty nasty day. And like I said, just prayers goes out to all your families here, everyone's family right now, because, you know, nothing crazy has really happened yet, but just know that it will. And so, like I said, our goal right now is to save as many lives as possible. So I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys to do your friends and family a favor. Send them a link to this channel. Let them know what's going on. Tell them, hey, there's severe weather expected across a lot of the country here, a lot of the central portion of the country here. And just stay tuned to this guy, because I tell you, I'm going to be here during this event. And I tell you, I'm going to give you the latest information regarding this. Like we just heard, there's a new tornado watch that just now got issued. And like I said, this also does include the possibility of, obviously, a few tornadoes, but large hail and damaging winds is going to be a concern here. We could see some large hail instances up to baseball size, unfortunately. So that is going to be pretty nasty. We already do have a damaging wind report coming in here just from this warning here. 50 mile per hour wind gusts here was reported at, let's see, this was just several minutes ago in regard to things. So this was probably a little bit over, I'd say about 20 minutes ago or so. Roughly about 20 minutes ago when this was issued here. So this is... yeah, this is pretty crazy here. So we're already starting to see some damage reports coming in here. And like I said, this is not going to be the first of them. This is going to be going on all day long, you guys. This is going to be a pretty long day. And like I said, I've been waiting for this event, and we've been watching this event. We've only been tracking this event, guys, for about a week now. About nearly a week we've been tracking this specific event here. And now it's actually playing off here, and now is whenever we need to be here for you guys and go over it whenever it does happen. So we got you covered, guys. You should never feel alone during these events. I understand they can be pretty stressful, but nothing to panic about, obviously. Just know where you're going to go in case if you are under a warning, because obviously, you know, if you guys are under a warning here, then you need to take action. Severe thunderstorm warnings, you know, of the type today, there could be some tornadic-like wind speeds, as well as some large hail being a concern here. So we still recommend that you get into your safe spot with some of these severe thunderstorms for today, because they're going to be some pretty nasty storms. And like I said, near tornado wind speeds are possible, as well as some large hail is going to be a concern here. So that's something that we have definitely got to continue watching here. Not only is possible tornadoes going to be concerned, but like I said, large hail and damaging winds is going to be as well, as in regard to things. So this is not going to be a pretty nice day, unfortunately. And in fact, it's actually going to get pretty nasty here, and we're going to be here for you guys 100% of the way. So never feel alone during these events here. Let's go ahead and see here. I think I'm going to pull my container plants inside just to be safe. Probably be a good idea for sure. Jethro says most chasers are staging around Wichita. That would honestly be probably a good point too. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to probably shoot to the north, probably taking Interstate 35 north. Or they're either going to pull, there's probably going to be a mixture of different chasing routes here. Some people are probably going to take north here on Interstate 35, or 135 here. And actually, and the other ones are going to actually take 35. So there's 135 and there's 35. They're probably going to take both, probably towards Topeka or either Salina. We'll see what happens here. If it was me that was chasing this, I would probably want to be stationed probably near Empora. Probably right around in here, just south of that moderate, just to see what kind of happens here. If, storms fire off later, you'll still be in a good position in regard to things. And obviously the atmosphere is going to be pretty violent across that area there. So that's just, that's what we're seeing here. So like I said, guys, if you do want to submit any reports here of severe weather for today, we have our Twitter at NWW1162, because that is going to essentially... make sure that so that you guys can basically post it there. Let's go see Penny's Pouring Art. Thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it, guys. So we're going to continue watching this here. This is going to get pretty crazy regardless. So we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect, actually 4 to be exact here. One across the south-central side here of Nebraska, east of McCook. This does include bits of Edson as well as Holbrook here. Just west of Oxford and east of Cambridge. This basically will expire here in about a half hour here. In about a half hour, this will expire. Now, this one has a possibility here of maybe seeing damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour, as well as maybe some hail. Could get up to about the size of golf balls. Could be possible. Wow, 1.5-inch hail. So that's some pretty large hail being possible here across south-central Nebraska. And just to the southwest here of Kansas, we do actually have another set of severe thunderstorms that are kicking off here at the moment. Like I said, just south here of Leoti, we have another one here that expires in 16 minutes. This one does have 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail being a concern here across the region. And then just east of that here. This one's actually about to expire. And then we have another one here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So that is what we are seeing here. So let's go and see here. Kevin says, I live in Connecticut. I registered a 35-mile-per-hour wind gust coming from the northeast, or sorry, from northwest today. It's pretty crazy, honestly. Some pretty gusty winds, not going to lie. Let's go and see here. BR1990, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see here. Julian, I see you. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Bonjour. Here from Paris. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool, honestly. Well, hello. Hope you're doing good, or bonjour. Probably saying that wrong, honestly. Let's go ahead and see. Penny says, you're welcome. Be safe. Greatly appreciated. Penny, once again. Let's go and see here from Illinois. Illinois, actually, here. Illinois for tomorrow, I believe, has a severe threat. Today's not your day, but tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow's going to be your day. So you are going to get some of this, Penny. You should watch out for this. But today's the big day, obviously. Today's the day we're really watching here. We're about to get this severe thunderstorm warning expiring here in about 8 seconds. Really not too much longer to go in regard to things, and that is kind of what we are seeing here. Julian says, big tornado. Oh, my God. So right now, there is no active tornado that's on the ground that we know of. Right now, there's no tornado that's on the ground here, which is some good news. But like I said, that's probably going to change as we move down in time. This is going to get pretty daggone nasty regardless in regard to things. So we got to continue watching this. Jenny says, let's get to 2,000 subscribers. Guys, we're on the road there. We're getting close, actually. So thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciated. Penny says, thank you. My niece lives in Wichita. Well, obviously, tell her to stay safe. yeah, tell them to stay safe here because, like I said, Wichita right here is actually in a pretty big severe threat here. Like I said before, there's a scale from 1 to 5, the 1 being across the dark green, basically the lowest in severe threat, 2 out of 5 across the yellow, and 3 out of 5. That's around that middle ground of the, basically, halfway to the worst it can possibly get. And Wichita does include this region here. And like I said, this is for possible tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. Is going to be pretty crazy here. And obviously, we do have a severe threat level 4 out of 5 as well, getting pretty daggone close to the worst we can possibly see here. But we're still pretty far away from that. But it is going to be, regardless, a very nasty day here for today. Any day you see a red like this, I mean, really even an orange, this is whenever days are going to get pretty nasty. And honestly, I can tell you this from based off of the models compared to what I've been forecasting here over the last several days. This is not going to be some type of a light event. This is, if this plays out the way that the models have been showing it playing out, this is going to be a very large concern from all the sides of severe weather. Like I said, tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds. Some tornadoes could be large. We could have some big tornadoes today. Damaging winds here could actually exceed 70 miles per hour in some gusts here, as well as, some of those hail events could get up to 3 inches in diameter, apparently, which is going to be some monstrous hail. Definitely being a concern here. Let's go ahead and see here. But yeah, that's what we are dealing with here. Wesley says, "Hi, I'm from northeast Mississippi." What's up, Wesley? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's go ahead and see here. Penny says, "My niece is emergency director of Sangamon County." Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, I'll obviously hope that they stay safe, honestly, because yeah, it's gonna get pretty nasty today. Like I said, across bits of Wichita, I believe it could get pretty bad here as well. So we have just got to continue watching this, guys. This is actually going to get pretty nasty. Like I said, we just had a severe thunderstorm warning that got canceled here a minute ago. Like I said, guys, I got my energy drink. I'm ready for today. For being up here for a while. So we still have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings here across the southwestern side of Kansas here. We have one in effect here just south of Leoti. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce that. It looks like it's mostly over rural areas here. No major towns, it kind of looks like. But honestly, I'm sure there's a few people living around this region here. So basically this expires here in 12 minutes, so we just have until 5 o'clock before this is canceled here. So 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail does seem to be the concern here. Let's go ahead and see here. Canada says, "Is there any tornadoes in Nebraska right now?" So right now there is no active tornado warning, but there is a tornado watch here in the southern portion of Nebraska, basically showing you that we actually could have the potential of maybe some tornadoes later on. The atmosphere is definitely going to be conditionally supportive of it. In regard to things, so possibly, but right now there is no active warnings. There is no tornadoes on the ground here right now, which is definitely some good. Let's go ahead and see here. So that's what Canada said here. Penny says, let's go and see here. I have storm anxiety so bad. Well, obviously, like I said, if I can tell you, how to help it. It would be to learn basic radar signatures. I mean, radar, you might say that's pretty hard to read. But I tell you what, I used to be the same. I used to have very bad storm anxiety. I used to not be able to deal with storms. I mean, I used to hate them when I was a kid. I mean, hate them in a good way. I was curious about them, but I didn't want to be in them because I was always asking my mom if there was going to be a tornado or not. But as I grew up and I started learning more about them, that is going away. And obviously, now I'm more thrilled to go after storms. And now I love being in storms. Something that still kind of gets me a little bit anxious is lightning. Lightning more than tornadoes, believe it or not. Lightning is unpredictable, and obviously it's kind of crazy. So, yep, that's what we are talking about. So, like I said, just learn basic radar signatures. It's pretty simple. I mean, really all you need to know is basically 3 products. Here, I'll go ahead and explain to you. If you guys want to write this down, or if you guys do want to learn how to read this, look up reflectivity. This is probably the one you're used to seeing, basically showing rainfall intensity of how heavy the rain's falling. Obviously, the red showing some heavy rain, and the green showing some lighter rain. Now, in regard to things, we have velocity as well. Okay, so velocity is, something we use here to look for rotation in a storm. So velocity, it looks like this. Red showing winds move away from the radar, green showing winds move towards the radar. If they're kind of tightly compacted, then basically it just shows some rotation going on. And then we do have correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient here is basically showing you, hey, do we have debris in the air? If we do, there's a tornado on the ground. And especially if you can line it up there right with, right here, this is saying nothing. If it's in the red, it's basically showing nothing much going on. But if you see a very big old dark blue blob right under the velocity, where it's rotating, then that's telling you that there's likely a tornado on the ground. Okay, so that's kind of what we're talking about. So just learn those basic signatures, and obviously that'll help you out and help get rid of, it'll help get rid of storm anxiety. I can tell you that from a fact here. Let's go ahead and see here. NW16, I live in Connecticut, and the year is year of 2021. We had a few tornadoes touch down without severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning. Is it possible with today's setup? It depends on the local weather service. I have seen a few weather services kind of slack in some terms of. It has happened before where tornado warnings or tornadoes have touched down without being warned in regard to things. I do believe there's a watch that was in effect regardless, though. So that should be a heads up in its own, honestly. And like I said, that's just what we got to watch out for. Let's go ahead and see here. Got some new comments coming in here. Cape says Cape stands for convective available potential energy. Yes, it does. Kevin says here in Overland Park, Kansas, just about south of Kansas City. Do I think it will be bad tonight? So south of Kansas City, right here. Let's go see exactly where you said Overland Park, Kansas. So yeah, if you're in the eastern side of Kansas at all, you have a pretty decent threat here, and it is honestly going to probably get pretty nasty for you. Now, your event is probably going to happen towards more at nighttime. Okay, your event's probably going to happen more at night because it's going to take a little bit of time for this storm system to move its way down here to the southeast here. But like I said, just here on the western side of Kansas, you have a severe threat level 3 out of 5 across the whole entire eastern side in regard to that. So basically, what this is showing you is that we have a pretty decent chance. Like I said, there's a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the highest potential, highest probability of severe weather, 1 being the lowest potential, lowest probability of severe weather, and you're right there in a 3. You're right there in that middle ground, about halfway between the worst that can actually happen in regard to that. You're halfway to the highest risk there is possible for severe storms, which is still very bad. That's still a very, very bad concern. And we actually do have an even higher risk here across the northeastern state, basically just west of Kansas City here. In regard to things. So that's kind of what we are talking about. Let's go ahead and see. Got some new ones. Let's go see. Thank you. I definitely did not know about the debris part. It's very interesting. I've never heard of it. Yeah. So if you want to look up more, look up correlation coefficient. I'm sure you probably dealt with it in math class as well. Correlation coefficient is more than just weather. It's basically, it's kind of hard to explain, but it basically looks for similarity in values, basically. So it looks for similar size raindrops. And in the atmosphere is why it shows in red, showing that basically, yeah, all these raindrops are similar, but the thing is that once you start getting debris in the atmosphere, like, shards of glass, you got some nails, you got some wood chips, some paper and stuff like that, that looks a lot different to radar than a normal raindrop does. So it lowers that value, saying this is not ordinary rain, in which we can infer that that's some debris, especially if you look at the velocity product where it shows rotation in a tight, compacted area. If those two line up with one another, that's confirming a tornado. That's how radar can confirm tornadoes, is basically how that works. So, yeah, that is what we are talking about. Let's go see here. Jenny says, I learn something new every time I watch NW106. Well, that's good, Jenny. It's good to learn something new every day. But yeah, that's what we are seeing. So like I said, if you guys have storm anxiety, honestly, I would highly recommend you learn radar. That's definitely a good place to start. And like I said, when I was a kid, I used to have the same thing, but now I'm thrilled to go out in them. Obviously, I understand because there's a lot of unknown factors about storms. A lot of the biggest storm anxiety part is the fear of the unknown. And essentially, if you have the fear of the unknown, basically, because you don't know what to expect. Now, radar can help you. Radar is a product that will tell you if there's a tornado on the ground, as well as if there's some strong rotation overhead. So that's kind of what we are talking about. So Tim says, I have storm anxiety really bad. So Tim, I recommend that you try to look up radar products here. Reflectivity is the one you probably know of. That's the one that everyone knows of, basically rainfall intensity. Velocity and correlation coefficient. Those are the two big ones for tornadoes, okay? I want you to study more on them. It won't take you that long once you know how to read it, you'll be set. And I tell you, that storm anxiety of yours will go down a lot more. But yeah, that's basically what we are seeing here. Let's go see. Kevin says, if anyone, storm anxiety, best thing you do is... Yep, also have a no weather radio. That's actually a good thing, for sure. Definitely for sure here. But yeah, I'm here for you guys, says Jenny. I sure am. Very true, the fear of the unknown is I'm scared of the dark, so scared of power loss. Yep, honestly, I can understand that. That is truly understandable. I'm sure you're definitely not alone. A lot of people are actually like that, and including me at one point. I was actually pretty scared of severe weather or just storms in general. But now I find them very fascinating. And now you can obviously see where I have come now compared to, like I was saying before. I was pretty terrified of storms. Now they're amazing. And so what we're doing today is, like I said, if you don't know how to read radar, we're going to be explaining to you as this event unfolds. We're going to be taking a look at radar in this video, in this live stream here, including the reflectivity, the velocity, and correlation coefficient, like I was saying here. Right now, there's no active tornado warning, so there's really no need to look at velocity or correlation coefficient. So we're kind of looking at rainfall intensity here, because also hail is going to be a concern. So this area here where we kind of see this pink and blue kind of going on right here. This is kind of maybe showing that we have maybe a little bit of hail going on in this. Maybe some ice crystals that the radar is picking up with those higher echoes going on there. So that's kind of what we are looking at here. Let's go ahead and see here. Jethro says, storms started to form into Oklahoma along the dry line. I guess on the western side of Oklahoma. I do know where that dry line is at here. Let's go to KTLX radar here in Oklahoma City. It doesn't really look like much is happening. Let me see. I can look at satellite view. That'll probably look good. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We're gonna look at satellite view. Oh, I see that. What you're talking about. I see what you're talking about here, actually. So let's go and move up here to the satellite. Here's what we're dealing with. Maybe a little bit of thunderstorm activity getting ready to start sparking off here across the north central portion here of Oklahoma. So maybe a little bit of action is starting to occur here. It's nothing crazy impressive right now, but it's something we should continue watching. I tell you what, we're going to go back here to the actual view here. We're going to go to KINX here. This is another radar here in northeastern Oklahoma. Honestly, it's not really picking up, though. But it does look like on satellite that something is about to happen. So we got to continue watching that regardless. And like I said, right now we do actually have a few severe thunderstorms that are in effect here. Here actually have another hail report coming in here now. Hail report here of 1 inch in diameter here, just 12 miles south of Ness City. Source from the public here. And this was at 1:31 p.m. Pacific time, so this was at 4:31 Eastern time, 3:31 Central time here. Kind of what we are looking at. So let's go ahead and see here. Got you guys covered. Let's go and see. Still watching. Don't have anything to say right now. Okay, that's all right, Toby. You don't have to say anything. Just as long as you're here and you guys are up to date, that's all I care about. I want to help you guys, help save lives here for today. Let's go ahead and see. Radar Omega is the best one to get, right? It really depends. I've never used Radar Omega. I've used Radar Scope. That's actually, Radar Scope's a good one on mobile. I'd recommend downloading Radar Scope on your phone. It's like $10, I believe, in regard to things. Let's go and see here. Thank you so much for subscribing to Awesome Guy. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, that's what we are talking about here. In regard to things. But yeah, let's go ahead and see. So like I said, Tim, honestly, I would recommend looking into Radar Scope. Radar Scope's definitely a good one. Let's go ahead and see here. Pink in the middle, red cell having... let's go see. Actually, no, a little bit more to the north of that, or a little bit upper here. I'll be with y'all on and off all night. Thank you for being here and your viewers. You're very, very welcome, guys. I got you all covered, man. I want you guys to be safe. I'm here for you guys. Like I said, do me a favor. Do your friends a favor. Let them know what's going on here. I'm serious, guys, because it's not for me. It's for you. That's why I am here. I'm about to pull probably near a 10-hour shift with you guys just to help you guys out as much as I can. I'm about to sit here at my desk here for the whole entire event. Okay, that's what I'm doing. This is what I do every single time. I want you guys to be safe, okay? That's what we are talking about. I want you guys to be safe. That is obviously our big old concern. Let's go ahead and see here. The report was 28 minutes ago. Okay, thank you. Greatly appreciated for helping out. Kevin says NW16 has the cap broke. As I'm trying to say, it has a bottle. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. So basically, on the eastern side of Oklahoma, it kind of looks, or the eastern side of Kansas as well. The cap's still there, basically preventing any thunderstorms from forming here. But the But the cap is broke on the western side of Kansas. Obviously, if there was a cap, we wouldn't be seeing some storms firing off here right now. Those severe thunderstorm warnings for both those cells are no longer in effect. They both just got canceled here not too long ago. You can see the evolution of those. They've just now gotten canceled. However, we still have one here, and basically inside the tornado watch here, across the southwestern side, basically the south central side here of Nebraska going on here at the moment. And this is kind of what we are looking at in regard to things. So this is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail. That got upgraded here. Look at this. 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So stack 2 quarters on top of each other. That's how large diameter, probably about that size. I know obviously camera can't do a justice to it, but roughly about, like I said, 2 quarters stacked on top of each other is how big these hails could get all the way around. So it's a pretty large ball. That's definitely enough to allow for some damage to occur. Not only to wildlife, not to your personal property, but agriculture. You know, like I said, right now, guys, we're in spring. You know, things are growing. We're having everything grow right now here in the northern hemisphere, and honestly, it's getting pretty up there in the agriculture season now, and hail can damage crops. It really can. It is seriously. It's very, very bad. Let's go ahead and see here. So Kevin says, has the cap on the atmosphere broke? In some places, yes. On the western side, it has. On the eastern side, no, not yet. Let's go see here. Hey, can I check Stewart, Iowa for tonight? Any things expected? Tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds here. I'll be watching your stream when it hits me. It says not Zach. So let's go and take a look at that here right now. Let's go and move this. So right here for you said you're west of Des Moines here. There's actually a severe threat for the southwestern side here of Iowa. Just basically across the Des Moines area here. KDMX here. This is inside of this. And so right now, you know, your threat's likely going to happen later on tonight. Now there is a chance of all types of severe weather across the region here. Like I said, there's a few showers going on, but nothing too crazy. But still watch out for it. Yes, you know, there is a severe threat for you, so stay on the lookout. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's go see. Tim says that would hurt. That would really hurt, honestly. You know, see some large hail that size. You know, here's the thing, guys. A lot of people forget to mention the fact that, you know, honestly, if you have a mixture of damaging winds and hail, you know, you got to think, not only is just these large hail chunks, these big old chunks of ice are falling from the sky, but you got to think, they got to be moving too. I mean, they're picking up some speed with those winds, and they're going sideways. You know, you got to mix those. So not only do you have something with big mass, but you have it also moving at fast velocities, which causes a lot of energy to be hitting a specific location. And let's just don't be outside during that. I would actually, I could kill you, honestly, hail of that size. You know, definitely, like I said, hail potentially, today could get up and over 3 inches. Basically up the size of baseball size hail is possible today. It's going to be pretty nasty. Pretty daggone nasty. But anyways, guys, if you are just now joining us, obviously welcome. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Like I said, you guys, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. It'll help you guys out. It'll help us out. Help the YouTube algorithm. Help us get out there. I want to spread the word as much as I can, you guys. Because honestly, like I said, I need your guys' help. Share this video with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on. Because I want to reach out as many people as I can. Seriously, like, I want you guys to be safe. Our goal today is at least to save people's lives. That's why we're here, guys. We're here for safety reasons, okay? Because obviously a day like this, a lot of people would just ignore and not even think about it. And like I said, that's why we're here. We're here to tell you that, you know, you should not ignore this. This is going to be pretty bad potentially here. So, like I said, you know, invite your friends and family. Let them know what's going on here. Tell them what's going on. Tell them to hit that subscribe button, guys. Like I said, we're on the road to 2,000. We're trying to get out there, you guys. So please, please, please help us out. We greatly appreciate it, guys. We're here for y'all. So, like I said before, we do have just one severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here now. Basically right here towards, basically just west of Oxford, east of Cambridge. In effect, this actually just now got updated here. Still does include Edson, but no longer includes Holbrook here at the moment. So 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail is going to be a concern here with this one that we are seeing here at the moment. So 2-inch hail is actually pretty daggone large hail. So like I said, there's also 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts in regard to things here, and this is actually going to get pretty nasty here. All types of severe weather is expected here for today from large hail to tornadoes and damaging winds here for today. We do have 2 tornado watches that is in effect here. Tornado watch number 157 here is in effect across the south central portion here of Nebraska. We have another one here, 158 on the eastern side of Kansas. So basically, like I said before, these tornado watches are put in place to give you an extra heads up to say, hey, essentially, there's a potential we could see maybe a few tornadoes within the watch zone. So, that's kind of what we are talking about here. It's definitely basically showing that a few tornadoes could be possible. So this is something that we have got to watch out for here over the next while, okay? Like I said, we're literally sitting down here with you guys. I'm going to be here live during this whole entire event here from right now until after sunset. Like I said, we're probably going to be here until past midnight for you guys. So, like I said, that's kind of what we are talking about. So, like I said, we have a lot of stuff going on here at the moment. We do have a few winter and damaging hail reports coming actually in here. One just northeast of Garden, or basically east-northeast of Garden City. Thunderstorm wind gusts of 50 miles per hour there. South of Ness City, we have a hail report of 1 inch being reported here. North of Goodland, we have another one here. This is for 0.7 inches here. And then we have another one inside of this threat. Look at this. 1.8 inch hail has been reported out of this cell. 1.8 inch ping pong to golf ball size hail reported at the golf course here. So let's just, like I said, I'm sure they probably know what a golf ball looks like. So take this report pretty seriously. Ping pong to golf ball size hail reported. Let's just hope that they're not mistaking actual golf balls for hail. But like I said, that storm is definitely capable of it. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a look here at the reflectivity view right now. We're going to go ahead and pull up a local radar, KUEX here. We're going to see what's going on with this. Because this cell is looking pretty crazy. Devin says, hey, what's up, Devin? Glad to see you here, man. So there we go. That line of storms is just now firing off here as well. I mean, look at this. It's starting to kind of push through the the west central portion here of Nebraska right now. This will continue pushing to the east as we continue down in time to the east-southeast. This will continue here. Like I said, we have 1 severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. This does include bits of Aparahoe here, as well as bits of Edson, as well as basically west of Oxford. This is in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail going to be, being a concern here. So 2-inch hail is definitely worth significance. I mean, look, this is seriously a very big deal here. So this is a very considerable hail threat that is ongoing here right now. You can obviously see right here on the southern edge, just basically just northwest here of Beaver City. Right the areas here, we kind of see those pinks and purples and blues and kind of those darker colors here. This is where we are seeing that ice. In regard to things, this is where we are seeing some ice that the radar is scanning up in the atmosphere. This is where we are seeing some large hail that is likely being lofted, basically just held up by the updraft up in the atmosphere right now. So this is kind of what we are looking at here. This is obviously a pretty big concern in regard to things here. And like I said, storms are even starting to fire off here across the western side of Kansas as well. Like I said, this is just now starting to really kind of pour off here. Like I said, storms are just now starting to move into the slight risk. That's severe threat level 2 out of 5. We still have 2 more severe threats to go through, and that's some pretty big. That's a pretty big deal here. Across the red and across the orange, this is some very, very big potential here we're talking about. Seriously, like I said, we have a new tornado watch that just popped up here about, I'd say, a half hour ago. About a half hour ago is whenever this tornado watch has popped up here. So we have 2 active ones in effect here at the moment. So like I said, guys, if you're just now joining us, obviously welcome. Hope you guys are doing good. If you're new to the channel, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, guys. So yeah, that's what we are seeing here. Like I said, guys, we greatly appreciate it. Help you guys out, help us out. Like I said, we're trying to get the word out there, you guys. So please, like I said, help us. Be greatly appreciated, guys. I care about your safety, and obviously if I didn't, I would not be here for many hours at a time. So we're going to be here for you guys until likely midnight. That's the plan, at least. We're going to see what we can do here. So new severe thunderstorm warnings. Actually, a few just popped off here. Here we go. Okay, so an extension here does now include Beaver City. Another severe thunderstorm warning here in effect. Also Hindley as well. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail still. Now, just west of that near Cambridge, Another one just popped up here for Cambridge here, as well as bits of Holbrook. This one is in effect here for another. Let's go and see. It doesn't really say here, does it? I should probably go to the latest frame, I think. There we go. Expires here in 50 minutes. Yeah, so 3 of these ones that we have going on here, most of those extensions expire here in 50 minutes here. For large hail, this actually just now got updated to 1.75 inches here. And obviously we have our 2-inch hail report, or 2-inch hail potential down here as well. So honestly, yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's some pretty nasty stuff in regard to things here. So we have got to watch this. Just going to take a look at the velocities. It would not hurt to take a peek here. Obviously, some in- and outbound winds, nothing too crazy. Near Beaver City, we're having a bit of inbounds and outbounds to follow. Radar's to our east here. So the red shows those winds pushing away from this direction, and the green shows them moving towards the radar. But, you know, they're not really tightly compacted in regard to things. So that's kind of what we are doing here. So that's kind of what we are seeing here. So, you know, it would not hurt. Like I said, we just need to keep an eye on this because this could actually do stuff here. Let's go ahead and see here. Online Tough Guy says some serious storms here in Kansas. Yeah, for real. Storms are just now starting to kick off here. Stefan says, hello, Andrew. I'll be in and out. I like watching you and Nate Snyder for radar analysis. Thanks for all you do, sir. You're very, very welcome, Stefan. Glad to be here for you guys. That goes to all of you guys out there. I'm glad to be here for you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I really do appreciate all your support, guys. Matt says, I was trying to be funny. Yeah, Matt's always trying to be funny. So it's good to see. Mike says, Andrew, what you're doing, I truly appreciate. It's really awesome. Thank you for taking time to warn out others in dangerous storms like this. You're very, very welcome, Mike. Like I said, guys, I'm here for y'all. I want to be here for you guys until the end, until these severe storms start letting up. But, you know, I have a job to do, you guys, and we're going to be here for it. And I tell you, I'm going to continue giving this off. So we do have some cells that are firing off here across the western side of Kansas as well. These are more discrete cells compared to that more of a linear motion of cells we are kind of seeing here on the west central side here of Nebraska. Now, they're not severe warned. They were a little bit ago, but they're not right now. Now, could they become severe warned again? Absolutely. Absolutely. They could still become severe warned as of, you know, in a little bit. But right now, they're not. We do have a few, hail reports coming in. Hold on a second. Local. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought that was a hail report. Wait, why is the hail report indicated here in the yellow? Because yellow. This is a hail report, right? And this says a magnitude of 40. I was about to say 40-inch hail. That's not right. But it's 40-mile-per-hour wind gust, apparently. But this should be like right here. Here's the thunderstorm wind gust right there. That's the little preview it shows. See, because this one shows 50-mile-per-hour wind. That's weird. They put the wrong marker there. Or something, or either there's a hail thing also on top of it. I think that's probably what's going on there, but it's pretty odd to see. Here we go, 0.7-inch hail right here for this cell. So yeah, we are seeing a bit of nasty action going on here at the moment here. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's go see. Stefan says, great, have a 42nd birthday yesterday. That's right, Stefan. Happy late birthday again. I remember saying it yesterday, so happy birthday. Let's go see. Kevin says, I just sent you a picture of the wildfires going on in the United States right now on Twitter. All right, we'll check it out here in a minute. But yeah, that's what we are seeing here. But yeah, like I said, that's what we are seeing here. We're going to be here for you guys. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Be greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and pull up Twitter here. I want to see what's going on with what Kevin says here. Like I said, if you guys do want to submit anything to our Twitter, it is at NWW1162. Once again, at NWW1162 on Twitter. If you guys do want to follow along and help support, help show us what's going on around you. Here we go. Okay, this is what Kevin put here on Twitter. I'll tell you what, we're going to move up here to the satellite view really quickly. Kind of hard to see, but these are all wildfires that are going on here. A lot across the southeast apparently. Wow, that's actually pretty crazy. Honestly, I forgot to make a Twitter side of things, but that is still pretty crazy. And you can obviously see all the amount of wildfires that's going on across the nation, especially across the southeast. Yeah, because there's a lot of dry air in place, which is honestly really not surprising that that's actually happening. That's usually what happens. Let's go ahead and see. Matt says, Andrew, you're doing an awesome job, and your mods are doing an incredible job. Bravo. Thank you so much, Matt. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, that's what we are seeing here. Let's go and see. Eric says, how's the dry line looking in Oklahoma? Definitely a good question here. We're going to go and zoom out to Oklahoma. Right now, there's nothing firing off here. I'll tell you what, this would be a good satellite job to look at right now. It's still kind of just hanging in there, not really doing much here. Here's Oklahoma. I can obviously still see that dry line right here on the side flank here. There's a little bit of action. It kind of looks like you can barely see it there in the last few frames. Maybe a little bit of convective plumes are popping off here. Nothing too crazy here on the north as well, right there. But it doesn't really look like it's catching off. I feel like that cap is getting to it still. I feel like it, that warm air is pushing down on the atmosphere, preventing those storms from actually taking off here, which honestly is kind of what we are looking at. But, like I said, as we do progress down here in time, and as this storm system does move its way down here to the east-southeast, and obviously as the surface heats up to its max potential, right now it's probably around the hottest time of the day, but, that cap is still shrinking. Right now that cap is shrinking. It's not growing right now. It's actually shrinking. So that's just giving it more potential of later on being able to fire off here in regard to things. So Eric says, has the cap broken? The answer is no. The cap is not broken yet. In which we're going to continue watching this here. It will eventually as we move down here in time. So we'll continue watching this here. But yeah, that is kind of what we are seeing here. Let's go see here. Nice touch with the ticker. I like it. Very professional. Well, thank you so much, Matt, here. But that's what we are seeing here. Let's go ahead and see. Eric says it got up to 90 degrees here in South Oklahoma. Will that help break the cap? Obviously, hotter the temperature obviously does exceed your cap, which can allow, it can actually help it. But it also depends on your dew points as well. If you have pretty dry levels here at the surface, that's, between your dew point and your ambient temperature, the more drier it is, obviously, and obviously that can actually help. I can actually hurt some of the storms firing off. But right now, there's nothing happening right now for Oklahoma. But I do expect that to change here within the next several hours in regard to things. But yeah, so 90 degrees could help. Yes, for sure. It's definitely doing its good thing. Like I said, the cap's not weakening, or not. It's not strengthening. It's actually weakening now. So yes, that is what we are seeing here. Like I said, guys, I'm glad to have all of you guys here for today. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, consider hitting that subscribe button, you guys. It'll help us out. It'll keep you guys up to date in regard to things here. Like I said, we got you guys covered. We're going to be here for you guys in regard to things. Let's see here. Eric says dew point is like in the upper 60s. How high does it need to go? Upper 60s is definitely supportive for sure. 60s and 70s is our Goldilocks zone for dew points here. So yeah, honestly, that should be fine. That should be good enough. That's definitely in the trend here of weakening that cap overall. Let's go see. Kevin says, when the cap is weakening, is that bad? Basically, yes. Whenever the cap weakens, that basically means that any thunderstorm is allowed to arise. I've explained this before. I'll even use my drink here right now. So this has a cap on it. They actually call it, they call it the cap. It could also be called a warm layer. It could also be called, it's basically just negative buoyancy, basically. So let's go ahead and see this. So here's my bottle. All the air and liquid that's inside, if I was to squeeze this, nothing would come out the top because it's holding it in place. It's preventing anything from moving on. So that cap is basically acting as a barrier, a big wall, like a big bodyguard saying, hey, you can't continue what you're doing. Now, if I was to take off the cap, if that cap was to break and I was to squeeze it as hard as I could right now, all the liquid and all the air would come out of my, out of my drink here. And that's whenever the cap is broken. So, thunderstorms, they rise. They lift up. If you see those big old clouds, those big puffy clouds, they want to rise. And as they continue to rise and move into the colder environment, they grow in size too. Now, the cap basically holds them down. So if you have a thunderstorm that's trying to rise, it's acting as a blanket and it won't make it go up any higher. It will basically cut it out and it won't allow for this thunderstorm to mature like it should. Now, if that cap is gone, the thunderstorm will continue to rise, which is kind of what we are seeing. So for thunderstorms to mature, they need to break the cap in regard to things. Hopefully that helped you guys out. So yeah, that's kind of what we are seeing here. Eric says subscribe. Thank you so much, Eric. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, so basically that is what we are seeing here. That is what we are seeing here. Let's go see. Toby says, let's see here. Eric says subscribe. Thank you so much, Eric. Greatly appreciated, man. I really do appreciate it. Toby says still looking and notifying others. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated, Toby. But yeah, that's what we are seeing here. Kevin says don't squeeze that drink. Yeah, I'm not planning on it. I'm still drinking it. And obviously, I'm probably going to need the energy as we move on. Definitely going to be needing this energy because we're going to be here a while. Let's go and see. Kevin says the cap is also known as the overshooting top. That is incorrect. That is not what a cap is. Overshooting top is simply the environment pushing higher into the tropopause. The tropopause is the boundary between your two levels of your two different atmosphere levels, the troposphere and the stratosphere. And basically, that barrier is called the tropopause. And basically, the rising thunderstorm, that warm air that's being shot from the surface into the cold environment continue to condense. Sometimes, if you have such a strong updraft, if all that is moving so quickly vertically, it can actually push the tropopause and bend it up, which is why you have overshooting tops. For example, I don't know how I can show this. I don't know how I can actually show this. I'm just going to try this. Okay, here's a bag, right? Here's a paper bag. The tropopause is this bag, okay? So right here, here's our troposphere down below. Here's our, let's see, our other level of the atmosphere above it. So this is our tropopause. Now, if an overshooting top was to come here, I'm trying to hold this up straight as much as I can. So if you have such a strong vertical velocity, if all of that, that warm air is shooting up into the cold environment so fast, essentially, this would actually push it up, and it would actually bend over like this. Kind of roughly like that. So that's what an overshooting top does. It kind of moves the environment with it, basically. I know it's kind of hard for some people to understand, but that's kind of what we are seeing here. But yeah, that's what we are seeing here. The cap's also, yeah, so that's not right, Kevin. Let's go see. Online Tough Guy says this is above my knowledge, but glad to learn it. I understand that, Online Tough Guy. I know there's a handful of people who are wondering what the heck I'm talking about, which it's understandable. Honestly, in the beginning, it's kind of hard to understand, but if you study it for a while, then after a while, you'll understand it. It's pretty amazing, though. It's absolutely amazing to see how everything works like that. So that is what we are talking about. So, guys, we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings that are popping off here now. We have another one that looks like just now came up. This now includes bits of Cozad here, Lexington, Gothenburg here, west of Sumner. This does also include, let's see, where's that at? Eddyville. Eddyville's inside of this. Smithfield, Elwood, Berthrand here as well, basically Loomis, west of Loomis here. So this does include Interstate 80, east-west here. The even numbers are east-west, the odd numbers are north-south. For example, on the East Coast, Interstate 95 is north-south because it's vertical, and east-west is like Route 66 is east-west in the western coast. Also 80 here, because since it's an even number, it moves us to the east and west here. So that is what we are seeing here. So that is what we are looking at. So like I said, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1-inch hail is a concern here. Like I said, this is more of a linear motion. What linear means is basically a straight line. We're seeing a straight line of storms firing off here in a linear motion. Now, this is unlike what's happening here in Kansas. You can see there's more discrete, more individual cells. See, we have two different individual discrete cells kind of firing off here. One near Hayes and another near Scott City here that is going on here. But this is not in the tornado watch. This is in the lowest severe threat. But it is discrete cells that is firing off here. Now, obviously, our main concern here right now is on the tip of this squall line that's just now starting to start. And like I said, this will continue moving down into the southeast here. This will continue moving down here, eventually covering into more of Nebraska and Kansas. Like I said, the greatest chance of severe weather later on today is across the red. Now, once basically, once essentially this line moves its way down here to the southeast, this is going to get pretty nasty. Once that set of storms moves around this area here, that is our greatest chance for today. And it's going to be pretty crazy. Let's go and see here. How's the weather looking so far? Says Toby. I don't know if you answered this. So right now it's kicking off. We're starting to see initiation go on here, obviously. It's already started kicking off here. Yeah, we already have initiation. Probably remove that. Right here. Here's our initiation. We have a few cells that are firing off here at the moment in regard to things. But, obviously this will continue to get worse as we move down here. Now, here locally in Kentucky, it's actually a pretty nice day here. We have generalized thunderstorm threat where I'm at here, just north of Louisville. Pretty nice day in Kentucky, relatively sunny. Actually turned overcast. I just went out, to, go do some errands here earlier, and it was beautiful day. There were some breaks in clouds, and now it's overcast. So you can obviously see that front is getting closer to us. So obviously that's what we are seeing here. Let's go ahead and see here. Kevin says, I am sending you a big storm cloud on Twitter I just saw in Connecticut out of nowhere. Okay. I was going to see Stefan says, I think that was so awesome about all the YouTube weather guys. Your local meteorologist is trying to do in detail for dynamics of severe weather. Thanks for helping us learn. You're very, very welcome, Stefan. Glad to be here. Like I said, I'm covering literally the whole nation here for y'all. You know, like I said, we're going over every little information that we get here. Like I said, tornado watches are out. Severe thunderstorm warnings are out. Everything is kicking off here. So we are still seeing a lot of, we are starting to see a lot of these severe thunderstorm warnings popping off here on the tail end of this event that is currently happening here right now. So yeah, we got to continue watching this, guys. This is going to be quite a ride. Definitely going to be quite a ride here. So, like I said, guys, you know, thank you so much for joining us today. You guys absolutely rock. I really appreciate all your support, guys. And like I said, you know, help us out, guys. Share the word with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on here. I want to spread this out as far as we can today, guys. I want you guys to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, not only for, you know, not for me, but for you, because this will keep you updated. This will keep you on top, okay? We got you guys covered. No matter where you are in the States, we got you covered. If there's severe weather around the horizon for you, we're going to cover it, okay? So you should never feel alone during these events. We got you guys covered. Today is a very big day, and which is why we are here. This is why we are here. Let's go and see here. Toby says, I'm going to stay for quite a while, sake of trying to help. Sometimes think you guys might find me annoying. No, you're good, Toby. You're definitely fine. I'm glad to see that you actually are writing us. Online Tough Guy says, you guys are all wonderful. I look forward to coming back for another live stream later today. Let's go see. I'm exhausted from work. Good night. Well, obviously, good night. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're going to be live here for a while. I'm probably going to be live here for until midnight. Kind of what I'm talking about. It's going to be a while. So right now, it's 5:30, and obviously, you know, these storms aren't supposed to stop. Last time I looked, until like 2. It's whenever they're supposed to die down, at least. So I think we might have a long stream ahead of us. We might have a long, like I said in the beginning of the live stream, guys. At one point in the live stream, I am going to take a break for at least an hour. Okay. There's gonna be a time where I'm just gonna take a break for an hour. Not really exactly sure when. I'm kind of shooting maybe towards 9. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm gonna have some smaller 5-10 minute breaks in between. Because, you know, obviously, if you do this for a few hours, guys, I'm sure if you guys were in the position of where I'm at right now, after talking as much as I do for many, many hours at a time, and like I said, I've been talking nonstop here since an hour and a half ago. So I've been talking for a while. Like I said, you know, there's a second I need to rest my voice and stuff like that, obviously. But, you know, if there's anything crazy going on, then obviously we're still going to be here. But like I said, today is pretty crazy. So, but yep, that's what we are talking about. Let's go see. It now has been sent. Okay, thank you so much, Kevin. We're going to take a look at that here right now. Pulling up here. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay. Taking about 10 minutes ago in Bristol, Connecticut. This is actually a cumulonimbus cloud. That's what they call them, cumulonimbus clouds here. Let's go and take a look here. We're going to pull up the satellite view. It's kind of hard to tell, but there you go. Right there. Actually, probably make it a little bit better. Right there. So you can obviously see what's going on. You know, this is actually the updraft stage of a normal thunderstorm as well. See, here's the clouds, and then they start moving up. You know, what's happening here is that you have all of this warm air driving up into the atmosphere. You know, this is cold. I'll tell you what. In the upper portions of the atmosphere, this is really cold on both sides. And the thing is that on the bottom here, this is actually really warm. Down here, it's warm. Up here, it's cold. And the interaction between your cold and warm is actually condensing into basically, you know, condensation, what we are seeing here. And if that condensation does accumulate, essentially, it will get heavy. Those clouds will start heavy, and they'll start raining. You know, that's how they condense back into, they condense into water droplets. So that's kind of what we are talking about. So that's basically how these systems work. Absolutely amazing. So beautiful picture there. Thanks for sharing it with us. Like I said, if you guys want to share us anything here, it's at NWW1162, guys. Once again, at NWW1162. If you guys do want to check a look at what's going on here. So taking a look here back at satellite view, the dry line's still there. Obviously, a few little convective plumes are happening here. Nothing too crazy in regard to things, but, you know, obviously a little bit of action is ongoing here at the moment. Take a look here back at the regional sector across the whole entire event. Obviously, we have a bit of action going on. Got some thunderstorm activity starting to kind of plume up here across the south. You can kind of see what's going on right now. Yeah, we've got a little bit of plumes going on here. That cold front is just now starting to push through. So, yeah, we're just now starting to see things really kind of kick off here. So, like I said, guys, you know, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are the best. I really do appreciate all of your support here. So, like I said, we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect here at the moment. Of across the south central side here of Nebraska. Here, most of these will expire here in 30 to 45 minutes. Most of them in 30 minutes here. There's a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Lexington, Cozad, bits of Elwood, Burt Rand here as well. This is across the south central portion here of Nebraska here we are looking at. So 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is a concern here. We have another here just west of Elwood here, mostly over rural areas here, but 45 minutes expired, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1.5-inch hail. Same thing for this one as well near Holbrook. 1.75-inch hail here for bits of Apraho here as well. Basically just southeast of this for Edson, bits of Oxford, bits of Henley, Beaver City. We have another severe thunderstorm warning. It's kind of our big boy here going on at the moment. This one is expiring in about 30 minutes. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail is a concern here. So pretty large hail is going on with this. And obviously we can see those echoes here in the pinks and purples and blues. That essentially this is some very big ice that is ongoing here in the atmosphere. So that is kind of what we are talking about. So Grace says, let's go see Grace. Obviously, welcome, Grace. Glad to have you here. Will there be storms tomorrow in Minneapolis, bits of Minnesota? So across Minnesota here, there is no, you said for tomorrow. So for today, there is no threat here for Minneapolis. But we're going to move on to tomorrow. Day 2 outlook here. No, you're mostly just gonna be in the generalized thunderstorm risk here. Basically just showing that some thunderstorms are possible, but they're not expected to be severe. However, a severe threat is going to be existent across, really stretching all the way down from the southern plains here, all the way up here into bits of the central portion here of Wisconsin. You know, honestly, that's pretty impressive. Widespread severe thunderstorm, obviously our greatest potential of severe storms is across the yellow. That 2 out of 5 severe threat across the region here. Terry, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. So yeah, that's kind of what we are seeing here at the moment in regard to things here. And we got to continue watching. So tomorrow there is a severe threat as well. But today is the bigger day. Today is the bigger day with that severe threat level 4 out of 5. That's a big day. That's some very nasty things. We're almost topping out the maximum that storm risk can go up to. There's just one more level until we're maxed out here. So that's when you know things are going to get pretty bad, okay? So that's what we are talking about. So, but like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, not only for me, but for you guys. Because like I said, I want you to be safe. I want you guys to stay up on top of this. Like I said, share this with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on here. Because obviously your guys' safety is our number one concern here. Like I said, share this with your friends and family, guys. Help us get the word out there. Because I want to spread out as far as I can go here. Let's go see here. Climate report. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, we are still seeing some discrete cells firing off here across the west and central portion here of Kansas. Got some more discrete cells firing off here towards Scott City, just northeast of Ness City as well. In regard to things here, but also near Hayes, currently ongoing here on the western side. This is out of the watch territory. However, we do have 2 tornado watches that is in effect. Number 157 across the area here of south central portion of Nebraska and to the north central portion here of Kansas. This does include Grand Island. You are inside of this. Phillipsburg as well as Blue Hill. Bits of Oxford as well. Just to the southeast of that, we do have another tornado watch. Number 158 will be in effect here. Basically for a little bit to go. This has a while to go. So it's just popped up really not too long ago. I'd say about a half hour, 45 minutes ago, this one popped up. This does include bits of Concordia, bits of Emporia, Wichita, bits of Coffeyville. This is in effect just west here of Kansas City for possible tornadoes. Like I said, tornado watches basically shows that the atmosphere is favorable for the development of potential tornadoes here, meaning that a few tornadoes could be possible across the watch area, so you need to be on the lookout for all types of severe weather for today, because not only is tornadoes going to be a concern, but extreme damaging wind gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour being possible. That's what winds could get up to, maybe over 70 miles per hour being possible, as well as our hail could potentially get up to 3 inches in diameter. That's about the size of baseball size hail is expected here for today. It is going to get pretty nasty. Definitely going to get pretty daggone nasty here. So we got to continue watching this. We got to continue watching this, guys, and we're going to be here for y'all throughout this whole entire event. Okay, we have got you guys covered. From, like I said, we're going to be here for literally all night. We're going to be here literally from now into maybe around 2 o'clock in the morning, whenever these storms start to kind of fade out. But we got you all covered here. We might go live tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens with tomorrow, because tomorrow there's also a severe threat. We'll see if it goes enhanced. I'd say it's possible, but today is obviously our big day with a moderate threat. That's a big deal. That's honestly a very big deal here in the weather community as a moderate threat. That's showing some pretty nasty stuff here. Let's go see. Jenny says, thank you. You're very, very welcome, Jenny. Really appreciated. Glad to have all of you guys here. But yeah, that is what we are seeing. Jenny says, let's get to 2,000 subscribers, guys. We're on the road here. Let's go and see how many we have right now. It'll show me here exactly how many subs we have. 1,611. Thank you guys so much. Could not do it without you all. So, like I said, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, guys. Help us out in the YouTube algorithm. We're trying to get far and wide to help you guys out from all across the states here. Like I said, it's not for me, it's for you, because I want you guys to stay safe here. Literally, if I did not care, guys, I would not be sitting right here talking about every single little thing that's happening here in the weather community, alerting you guys of what's going on here. I really do care about you guys. I seriously do, and I really love doing this for you guys. I really enjoy weather. I've always loved it, and seriously, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys absolutely rock. So thank you so much, guys. You all are great. So we have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings that are popping off here, and they will continue throughout the rest of the day, really. This will continue to move its way down to the southeast. This will actually cause some pretty nasty stuff to kick off here in regard to things. So we're going to continue watching this here. Stormy says, praying everyone will be all right, / able to get proper warning in time. As always, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for all the mods as well. I'll probably be checking up on things as they go. Well, thank you so much, Stormy. Glad to have you here, and I hope you have a great day. Like I said, I'm glad to have you guys here. Thank you all so much for being here, guys. So, like I said, guys, we are monitoring the things that are kicking off here right now. Yeah, today's a pretty nasty day. Let's go see. Toby says, when do I think tornadoes might start popping off? They can literally pop off at any minute. Because right now we are. If you look at this here, here's our tornado threat. These storms are already inside the tornado threat. This is the overall threat of 5% chance right now. They're not in the significant chance yet, but they're getting there. Right now, literally, right now, and as we move on, tornadoes can happen. Because there is that tornado threat that is here in effect. Right now where these storms are at. Now, for the ones down here in the western side of Kansas, towards Scott City, those discrete cells, that one's not in the tornado threat. So I really don't expect much out of that here right now. Obviously, my main concern is these cells that are firing off right now across bits of central Nebraska here. I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and move up here to the radar or the satellite view in regard to what's going on here across Nebraska. Look at this. Here's the latest satellite view. We have this front powering through. You can really see those convective balloons firing off right here. This is literally, that warm air is just now starting to shoot up here. In regard to things, obviously this is getting pretty nasty here. We have a few thunderstorms that are firing off here across bits of Kansas here as well as basically there's powering through the southeastern side here of Nebraska. Right now on the central side, but it is powering to the southeast here at the moment. So we are going to continue to watch this here very, very, very closely, you guys. Like I said, I really do care about your guys' support here. I really do care about you guys' safety here, so that's why we're going to be here for you guys. Let's go ahead and see here. Kevin says, NW16, I sent you a 24-hour rainfall total amount for Nebraska and Kansas with this storm system. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, it's probably going to get pretty nasty here. Yeah, flooding is probably going to be a concern as well. Not only is potential, severe weather, but, also flooding could be a concern as well here. That's actually very, very true in regard to things. Definitely very, very true. So there's a lot of different things that could be a hazard for today. Not only the potential of severe weather, but obviously the potential of flooding as well, like we're talking about here. So regardless, this is going to be a pretty nasty system here that is going on here at the moment. So like I said, guys, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Throw them down in the chat here. I got you all covered. I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys all the things you need here. Let's go ahead and see here. Got a report coming in from Devin. Oh, here we go. Devin just put this up here for 1 minute ago from Aiden. Let's go take a look here back at Twitter. I see your thing there, Devin. Thank you so much for reporting it. So here we go. We're going to take a look here back at Twitter here real quick. Here's a report of a lightning bolt. This is an Anvil lightning bolt here. This is CC. This is cloud-to-cloud lightning. Basically just kind of hovering horizontally going on here. Absolutely beautiful. This is seriously beautiful. So yeah, look at that. We got obviously some type of town complex here going on. Some house complexes going on here, and obviously it's beautiful, beautiful sideways horizontal lightning strike. So obviously that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Devin. Let's go ahead and move on back here to the WSV3 mode. Let's go see what's going on here with as well. Let's go see. Jan says, "Is Saturday a concern too, or will it be dying down?" So yeah, tomorrow, aka Saturday, will be a concern here, because look at this. There's actually a severe threat here for tomorrow as well, as far down south as the central southern portion here of Texas, all the way up as far north as central Wisconsin. Pretty big severe threat here. Let's go ahead and see here. Not Dex says, is Guthrie County, Iowa, in the 1 or 2 severe threat. I could not tell you exactly what county or where that county's at. You said it's west of Des Moines, if I'm not mistaken. West of Des Moines here, 2 counties over, you're into yellow. That's the severe threat level 2 out of 5 in regard to things. But yeah, that is what we are seeing here. That is what we are looking at here. Let's go see. Toby says that lightning looks like a bit like a trident. It kind of does, doesn't it? It really kind of does. I didn't even think about that, but now that I think about it, yeah, it kind of does. Pretty crazy. Definitely some crazy stuff here. And like I said, there's a lot of energy in the atmosphere for today, which is definitely going to allow for a lot of lightning activity going off here as well. I mean, obviously, I bet we can look at lightning activity right now. That's something I'm going to pull up for you guys here right now. We're going to take a look at what's going on here with the lightning. GLM flashes. Oh, yeah. There is a lot. Wow. Okay, here we go. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and look at this here. Switching back over to the satellite view, here is all of our lightning activity that we have going on across the nation right now. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Each one of those little dots that you see, these are all lightning strikes. All confirmed lightning strikes from satellite view. And also ground lightning observed stations. They're crazy. They are really crazy. And like I said, there's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. There's a lot of ice crystals. The thing is about what happens in the upper atmosphere is, I'm sure you guys have heard of the term friction, and kind of similar to how you rub your socks on a carpet and you touch a door handle, how it shocks you static electricity. It builds up like this in the atmosphere. You get those hailstones, they start rubbing up against each other, banging up against each other. It builds up a static charge. Now, it has to ground itself somehow. It has to neutralize and get rid of all of that energy it's built up, so it zaps the ground. It zaps the ground, and it literally, neutralizes it. But then it builds back up because more hail starts, causing friction. Pretty crazy. Like I said, there's a lot of ice in the upper atmosphere here for today. There is a lot of ice here in the atmosphere for today. And that's actually going to cause a lot of some crazy stuff to happen. A lot of lightning as well. Definitely what we are seeing here. But yep, that is what we are seeing, guys. So that's basically how the atmosphere works in those simple terms here. All right, so let's go ahead and move on back here. I just want to go ahead and show you guys what's going on there. That's pretty crazy lightning activity, actually. Moving on back here to the actual categorical outlook. In our actual view we have going on here, we still have a lot of cluster. We have really strong initiation starting to kick off now. Look at this. A lot of those severe storms are actually starting to kind of fire off here. Yeah, across the central portion here of Nebraska, currently going on here. Look at this. We have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. How many do we have, actually? We currently have 7 severe thunderstorm warnings here. All across the central portion. It's kind of hard to look at all of them because there's so much stuff going on here. But this is along that line here. This does include Oxford in a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to go ahead and name off some areas here. In where this is actually at here. For Stanford, bits of Edson, Oxford. Basically just moving up north here. We have some more here for Elwood, bits of Smithfield, Bertrand here. As well as bits of Lexington, Overton. I'm kind of dodging the ones I can't pronounce correctly. As well as here, Gothenburg here as well. Eddyville, bits of Oconto. Let's go see Callaway here. Mason City is out of one. Actually, no. Callaway is actually out of that. I just got that. I thought this was. I thought that the convective outlook line was the severe thunderstorm, but obviously not. Broken Bow as well. Bits of Berwyn. Ansley, Comstock here, as well as Sargent here inside of this. A lot of these are, especially the further you go down on the south end of the tail, that is where we have a lot more hail. That's where we have a lot more hail. But look at this, 2 inches hail potential, 1.75, 1.5, 1.51. So the further you go down south, the more that that severe potential grows. That hail potential grows, I should say. Which is actually pretty crazy. That's actually pretty daggone crazy here. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys absolutely are awesome here. Let's go ahead and see here. Jan says, will Saturday be as bad as today? I mean, like tornadoes. So no, Jan, tomorrow will not be as bad as today. Will not be as bad as today. Today we have the 15% significant chance. So the thing about today is that we have a 15% overall chance of tornadoes. And the thing is about them, we could have a few of those tornadoes being EF2 to EF5. Now, does that mean it will be EF5? Probably not. The atmosphere is favorable of it theoretically. But we'll see what happens. Regardless, strong tornadoes is kind of expected here. Did they just update the watch? What did they just do here? I think they did something. Or did they? I might be just tripping here. Huh. Anyways, I think I'm just losing it here. Let's go ahead and see here. Kevin says, when I have a moment, can I please show everyone, when you have time, my best lightning strike I ever caught on camera? Well, Kevin, we're kind of paying attention to mostly reports from this event. So, no. Not today. Sorry about that. Like I said, we're just trying to pull up some things from this event, guys, in regard to things, because obviously if I start showing things and people who are just now joining, they're probably gonna think, wow, that's going on right now. So no, unfortunately not right now. It would have to be from this event. Anything that's related to this event here. That's what we're talking about. So yeah, still have some discrete action going on here. A lot of these cells firing off here just north of Scott City now. We got a lot of hail reports actually coming in here now. Pretty crazy. Tennis ball size hail being reported near Beaver City apparently. Go and see here's Beaver City. 2-inch hail. Let's go and see what's going on there. 1.8 reported here. 1.8-inch hail being reported. Devin says they expanded the watch. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, we are having 1.8-inch hail being reported right now. P to golf balls. That's a big margin. P to golf ball size. I mean, literally, a P is like that size, and golf ball is like that size. Like, really? You can't even compare the two. Why are they saying P to golf ball size hail? Unless they mean a mixture of both. That could actually be a concern. That makes sense. The more I think about it, that actually makes more sense now. Started at 4 or 5. A few small stones still falling now. Okay. Pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and see here. Kevin says they actually just announced there's a high risk for significant tornadoes. Probably for the watch. Yeah, with the tornado watch probably. Yeah, for the watch, but for the overall outlook, no. I tell you what, we can even look at the watches here in a moment more in depth. I tell you what, we might actually pull up the Storm Prediction Center here real quick. There's all those storms starting to fire off. Look at that nastiness that's going on there. So let's pull up the watches, see what's going on here with those. Here's the current Storm Prediction Center outlook. Here's our current watch. We have an effect here. I'll go ahead and zoom out one more. So watch number 157 does include bits of central and south central portions of Nebraska, the north central portion here of Kansas. Here, moderate chance for tornadoes overall, generalized tornado threat. Moderate chance for tornadoes being EF2 to EF5, pretty big. Severe wind, high, damaging winds, basically 70 miles per hour or more, high. Severe hail the size of 1 inch is a high chance here, and moderate chance for 2-inch hail. That's a pretty aggressive watch here. Newest watch shows a high chance of showing tornadoes overall. Moderate for EF2 and higher. Wind high. The wind for this one's a little bit low in the 70+ mile per hour wind zone. And severe hail of all types is actually high here. So, yeah, that is kind of what we are looking at here at the moment. So, pretty crazy stuff, Pretty nasty stuff going on. Like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are the best. I really do appreciate all your support. So, I tell you what. Let's go and see here. The 12Z ECMWF shows 6,000 instability. That is, that's crazy. I tell you what we can do. Okay, let me zoom back out to 100. Let's go ahead and go back to the satellite for 1 second. We have mesoanalysis here. Okay, here's mesoanalysis. Showing what's going on right now. We're going to pull up the instability in the atmosphere. So this one's actually showing over 3,000, 3,500. Yeah, 3,500 mixed layer cape. That's way more than enough energy. Considering, I mean, literally, look at this. Considering that we could literally, oh, for next weekend says weather. Okay, so considering that we are looking at, the energy here. I mean, you can literally have severe storms firing off in 500 and higher. And we're seeing 3,500. What does that tell you? That is crazy. That is insane. Kevin says, yeah, the weather on Go definitely going to be a chance. That's crazy. So, yeah, anytime we have 6,000, but if you don't have the wind shear to help it, it might have some troubles. But regardless, that would cause a lot of lightning. That would really cause a lot of lightning. And like I said, we are in a very active time period right now, where there is a lot of stuff that is ongoing. There's a lot of these events that are kicking off here, definitely for sure. Pretty daggone crazy here. But anyways, guys, I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and head on break here for the first time. Like I said, we've been live here for about 2 hours now. I think it's about time we go ahead and pull a break here for about 10 minutes. So guys, go grab yourself a snack. Go grab yourself something to eat real quick. I'm going to take a few minute break, rest my eyes for a minute, and we'll be back here in about 10 minutes or so. So guys, hang tight on that. Like I said, I'm glad to have all of you guys here. If you're not already, consider hitting that subscribe button, y'all. Be greatly appreciated. And if you guys do want to help us out, with donations and stuff like that, we do have our link in the description. I did fix it as well as pinned in chat here. We also have our merch store as well, pinned on both of those. If you guys do want to check those two out while we're gone, greatly appreciated, guys. Like I said, this equipment stuff, it's pretty crazy to keep up with, but obviously, just you guys being here is more than enough. But anyways, guys, we're going to be back here in about 5 or 10 minutes. I say about 10 minutes now, and we'll be back here with everything. So grab yourself a snack, guys. We will be back here momentarily. See you guys here in a minute.
20 miles per hour with gusts to around 35 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the middle 40s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then mostly cloudy with chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Lows around 50. East winds up to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 50%. Monday, rain showers and chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 60s. Chance of precipitation 90%. Monday night, rain showers and chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the middle 40s. Chance of precipitation 80%. Tuesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with slight chance of rain showers. Lows in the middle 40s. Wednesday, partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain showers. Highs in the middle 60s. Wednesday night and Thursday, rain showers likely and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 50s. Highs in the middle 60s. Chance of precipitation 70%. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 40s. Friday, partly sunny with slight chance of rain showers. Highs in the middle 60s. The current time is 4:53 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 4 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was cloudy. The temperature was 76 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity was 64%. The wind was southeast at 21 miles an hour, gusting to 37. The pressure was 29.52 inches and falling. At Manhattan, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 82 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity was 52%. The wind was south at 20 miles an hour, gusting to 39. Around the region, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 76 at Kansas City, 83 at Concordia, 80 at Springfield and 88 at Wichita. It was partly sunny, with a temperature of 78 at Lawrence and 79 at Emporia. It was cloudy, with a temperature of 67 at Beatrice and 63 at Omaha. Once again, at Manhattan, it was 82 degrees under partly sunny skies. Once again, at Topeka, it was 76 degrees under cloudy skies. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 158, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Geary, Jackson, Jefferson, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Waubonsee. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Tornado Watch number 158 has been issued from 3:35 p.m. until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Geary, Jackson, Jefferson, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Waubonsee. Now here is your National Weather Service forecast. Tornado Watch 158 in effect until 11 p.m. this evening. Late this afternoon, breezy. Partly sunny with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Southeast winds 20 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to around 40 miles per hour. Tonight, breezy. Mostly cloudy with rain showers with thunderstorms likely in the evening, then mostly clear after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Lows in the lower 50s. South winds 15 to 25 miles per hour becoming southwest 5 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of precipitation 90%. Saturday, cooler. Mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 60s. West winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to around 35 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the middle 40s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then mostly cloudy with chance of rain showers and slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Lows around 50. East winds up to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 50%. Monday, rain showers and chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 60s. Chance of precipitation 90%. Monday night, rain showers and chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the middle 40s. Chance of precipitation 80%. Tuesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with slight chance of rain showers. Lows in the middle 40s. Wednesday, partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain showers. Highs in the middle 60s. Wednesday night and Thursday, rain showers likely and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower 50s. Highs in the middle 60s. Chance of precipitation 70%. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 40s. Friday, partly sunny with slight chance of rain showers. Highs in the middle 60s. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 4 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was cloudy. The temperature was 76 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity was 64%. The wind was southeast at 21 miles an hour, gusting to 37. The pressure was 29.52 inches and falling. At Manhattan, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 82 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity was 52%. The wind was south at 20 miles an hour, gusting to 39. Around the region, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 76 at Kansas City, 83 at Concordia, 80 at Springfield, and 88 at Wichita. It was partly sunny, with a temperature of 78 at Lawrence and 79 at Emporia. It was cloudy, with a temperature of 67 at Beatrice and 63 at Omaha. Once again, at Manhattan, it was 82 degrees under partly sunny skies. Once again, at Topeka, it was 76 degrees under cloudy skies. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.475 megahertz, with transmitter facilities located in Topeka, Kansas. Weather radios make excellent gifts. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 158, effective until 11 p.m. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Geary, Jackson, Jefferson, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Waubonsee. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Tornado Watch number 158 has been issued from 3:35 p.m. until 11 p.m. for the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Geary, Jackson, Jefferson, Morris, Osage, Potawatomi, Riley, Shawnee, and Waubonsee. Now here is your National Weather Service forecast. Tornado Watch 158 in effect until 11 p.m. this evening. Late this afternoon, breezy. Partly sunny with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds.
Alrighty, guys, we are back here, and we do have a confirmed tornado that has been reported here. We're going to go ahead and get into that here in 1 second. Like I said, guys, if you're joining us, welcome. Hope y'all are doing great here for today. And we are seeing a lot of crazy stuff happening. So let's go ahead and move on here, guys, back to my screen. We're going to look and see what's happening with the cell. This literally just popped up here. Here we go. Damaging tornado in golf ball size hail. A confirmed tornado is located near Sanford, 22 miles northeast of Norton. Moving to the northeast at 15 miles per hour. So, we actually are seeing a bit of a... We actually are just now starting to see the tornado threat kick off here. And like I was saying before, you guys, this is literally right here inside of that 5% chance. Now, tornado potential is actually going to get worse as we do track down here in time. So, well, we obviously have a lot of other severe thunderstorm warnings that are popping off as well. I tell you what, we're turning off the convective outlook for now. Yeah, I feel like that's going to turn back on reflectivity here for a moment. Yeah, there's a lot of hail coming off with this cell as well. So not only is a tornado, on the ground right now, but there's also some hail. Let's go see here. What states says CLJ, Jardel? So basically, this is the tornado. The confirmed tornado here is across the south central portion here of Nebraska. The greatest chances of severe weather is here across Nebraska and Kansas here for today. We're just now starting to see a lot of those heavy storms just now popping off here, literally just northwest of Phillipsburg. Not far. This does include. This is just south of Orleans, south of Stanford, and west here of Alma. Okay, this is currently going on here at the moment. So like I said, guys, this was a confirmed tornado that was on the ground here. Going to pull back up velocity, see what's going on here. There's obviously a bit of rotation going on around in here. So we got to continue watching this here. Regardless, it's something that we have got to continue watching here for the next little bit, guys. This is a serious situation. Considerable damage is likely happening right now. So, guys, like I said, this is just south of Orleans, south of Stanford, west here of Alma. This is right here, actually, on the border line between south central Nebraska and north central Kansas. That is currently going on here at the moment. CLJ, thank you so much. Says thanks. You're very, very welcome. Glad to be here for you guys. I got you guys covered here for today. Like I said, y'all, if y'all are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated, guys. We got you all covered. We're going to be here for you guys when you need it most. Like I said, we are monitoring this cell. We're going to continue watching this. This was a confirmed tornado we actually did see here. We actually do have another severe thunderstorm warning here on central Nebraska here, another one for Ord. This expires in 39 minutes for Loop City. Bits of Ord here, like I said, bits of North Loop here. This also does include a bit of Litchfield here. We are currently seeing here. So this is basically showing here that this will expire here in 40 minutes for one. But 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is the concern out of this. So we are currently seeing some severe weather here at the moment. Here we go, tornado report coming in here. Source from a storm chaser, various reports of dusty ground circulation near Road 704 and Road B. This was here 7 miles south here, 7 south of Stanford. Stanford itself is not in this particular warning, but they're close to it. They're in a severe thunderstorm warning, but not the tornado warning we're monitoring right here. This is the tornado warning. The pink polygon you see, or the kind of purplish polygon we see right here, this pinkish purple, this is our polygon right here. So we have active scan. So we're going to continue watching and see what happens with this. Obviously, there is a bit of turbulence that is still ongoing here. This is something we have got to continue watching here. This is obviously a pretty decent situation that we are currently seeing at the moment. Like I said, tornado is on. We already have a tornado report. A tornado is on the ground here, and this is something that we have got to continue watching here very, very closely. So we're going to continue on this, guys. We got you all covered here. In regard to things. So, like I said, guys, please, please, please be careful. Please take care, guys. We're going to be here for, as this system does continue to move on. Take a look here back at satellite view. This is what's going on at the moment. We have a lot of convective plumes going on here at the moment. You can really start to see where that, you can really start to see right where that, that cold front is really pushing through. We're starting to get pretty aggravated. And each one of those little dots that you see there is actually, what you're seeing there is actually, move that here. Is each one of those is a lightning strike. So moving back here to the radar view in regard to things, here is actually GR3 now. Here's GR3. We actually are seeing this tornado warning that is in effect here just south of Stanford. In regard to correlation coefficient, there is a little bit of debris ball that it was there. I believe so. Back a few minutes ago when we did see things go off. I can't go back right now because I just now started the program, but obviously this is something that we have got to watch out for. This is a very serious situation. A tornado is on the ground. This tornado has been reported. You need to be inside of your shelters, just north here of Long Island. This is not the Long Island you know of. This Long Island here is across north central Kansas. This is not the Long Island, New York. This is a different Long Island. Just north of that is where this warning is, basically just west here of Woodruff, as well as basically south here of Orleans, south of Sanford, west here of Alma. Storm chasers have reported some dust being kicked up here on the ground, which does confirm that this is a tornado. That is. So we are watching this here very, very closely. Like I said, we are going to continue watching this here very, very closely. So moving back here to the WSV3, we continue to see this warning that will be in effect here for 21 minutes to go here. Like I said, we do have that report that did come through not too long ago here that we are looking at the moment. So like I said, guys, we need to continue watching this here pretty close. There's also some large hail that's going on with this as well. Look at this. Near Stanford, we do have a pretty decent hail core here in the pinks and purples, as well as the blues showing up right here, basically showing that there's some large amounts of ice inside the upper portions of the atmosphere that the radar is actually scanning here, which is showing us that, hey, we're seeing some hail out of this system as well. Not only are we actually seeing a tornado situation, but we actually are having some damaging winds and hail as well. So hail is going to also be a major concern with this. So we have got to continue watching this cell here very, 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 very closely here. So like I said, guys, if you have any questions whatsoever, throw them down in the chat here. We're going to be here for you guys. We got you all covered. Like I said, thank you so much for being here, y'all. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock, so thank you all so much for being here. Like I said, we got you guys covered here. Things are getting pretty nasty as we are currently talking. We have a lot of severe thunderstorms that are starting to pop up here across the central portion here of Nebraska currently. A lot of stuff is starting to go on here. So let's see here. Mike says this is a good-sized storm, and it's scary. And it's honestly kind of a little bit, scary here. We are starting to see a lot of this going on at the moment. They just updated tornado warning. It's still on the ground. Confirmed tornado was located near Long Island, or 19 miles northwest of Phillipsburg, moving to the southeast at 20 miles per hour in regard to things. Mike says, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here as well, Mike. Thank you so much for being here, man. Greatly appreciate it. I'm glad to see that some of you guys are at least here. And like I said, guys, share this with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on right now. We need to drive in as many people as we can. We need to get that YouTube algorithm going, guys, because we have got to share this as much as possible, okay? Like I said, please, for their own safety, for your guys' safety, share this video with your friends and family. Even if you're not affected by it, you should still share it, because then maybe they can relay it to someone who they know across these regions here. So just think of whoever you can contact and let them know what's going on here, okay? Please, it'll honestly help them out. I want to share the word, guys. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm going to be here until the midnight hours, is because I want you guys to stay safe here. We've already been here for several hours here. We've already been here for about 2 hours and 10 minutes now, in which, honestly, we would not be here if we did not care for that long, and we would not continue to be here for that long if we didn't care here. So, like I said, not only is a tornado on the ground, but we are actually seeing some pretty strong hail with this as well. Like I was showing here in the pinks and purples here, and the white starting to pop up here. This is our hail core. Radar is actually scanning some hail up here in the atmosphere, right around 5,000 feet. There's some pretty large ice up there that is going on here at the moment. Back on velocity, it kind of looks like things may have died down a little bit, which is definitely some good news. I'm not really seeing anything on correlation coefficient. I'm not showing any debris signature, so it might have just been a brief touchdown. Let's go see here. Kevin, let's go see here. Toby says, I'm sharing this as much as I can. Greatly appreciate it. Kevin says, it looks like this tornado could just be a brief spin-up. Yeah, basically what I just said. It does look like it's probably just a brief spin-up here. But do not be surprised by that, because these systems can surely quickly, kick right back up again. Just because, it looks like it's done, this could honestly escalate again. These things are known, these tornadoes are known to go, drop, pick back up, and drop again. It has definitely happened many, many times before here in the past, in which, honestly, it will definitely, it can definitely still happen here. We have a lot of cells starting to fire off here across bits of Kansas as well. A few severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect. We actually have one here in effect for Hope, bits of Elmo here as well as bits of Woodbine. This is in effect here, a severe thunderstorm warning here for, I believe, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. You can actually see here on the warning text itself. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail is a concern out of that severe warning here. Like I said, the east central portion here of Kansas in regard to things. Let's go ahead and see here. Mia says, is this the only tornado warning? Yes, this is the only tornado warning that we have in effect right now. Like I said, just south of Orleans, south of Stanford, north here of Long Island. Not the Long Island you know of. This is Long Island, north central Kansas, as well as basically west of Alma and west here of Woodruff. This is what we are talking about. Looks like it's mostly over rural areas here where that tornado warning is. Kind of what it looks like here anyways. But we'll see what happens. Obviously the radar is showing some pretty nasty signatures, not only in the tornado side of things, but also here on the hail side as well. Like I said, not only is hail going to be a concern, but also damaging winds as well. Look at this. Golf ball size hail and damaging tornado is going to be expected out of this cell. Regardless, if you are inside of this storm, you need to be inside of your shelter right now. Okay, let's go and see here. We have another, let's go and see here. New tornado watch apparently is now being, oh, there we go. New tornado watch in effect here. This does include Oklahoma City. Storms just might be starting to fire off here across Oklahoma. We're going to check that here in a moment. But look at this. New tornado watch here in effect. I believe this is tornado watch number 159, and that is correct. So we'll be in effect here for a while. Hold on a second. Max hail size 5 inches? Are you serious? You got to be joking. I've never seen a watch that big. And like, that... Are you serious? I am blown away right now. Look at this. Max hail size 5 inches. Severe thunderstorm warning issued here for Dickinson County, or sorry, Dickinson, Kansas here. Okay, so that is what we are looking at, but wow, 5 inches. 75 mile per hour wind gusts here. That is a serious hail concern. Wow. Look at that. 3 different tornado watches we have in effect here, and this one's showing 5-inch hail being a possibility here. Let's go see here. The Wanderers always. Let's go and see here. Take these seriously. Best beware, take precautions. I like people like you that stay with the live weather. Thank you so much, Jardo. Glad to have you here, man. Let's go see here. Andreas says, is this coming to Dallas-Fort Worth? The answer is really no, but it's going to be close. It's going to be quite close here. Here's our outlook here for today. Dallas-Fort Worth is right here. Here's Fort Worth. Just north of that, here's our lowest and severe threat. It's mostly going to be to the north of you. Our greatest chance is across bits of Kansas into Nebraska. Okay, so this is our greatest chance across the region here. Okay, so we got to continue watching this. If you guys are across the dark green, yellow, especially the orange, and especially the red, you have a large chance of severe weather here for today, my friends. And like I said, tell your friends and family, regardless if they're not in this as well, we need to share this as far as we can, guys. Please do them a favor. Do me a favor, guys. I'm trying to stretch out as far as I can here. I'm trying to help you guys out as much as I can. So, guys, please, please, please tell your friends and family to join the live stream. And like I said, if they have any friends or family that knows anyone across these highlighted areas here, they'll give them a relay. So please, guys, help us out. Like I said, we're here for you guys. If I didn't care, I would not be here for 2 hours, and I would not be here until 2 in the morning like I'm expecting to be, like I'm planning to be. So please, guys, we got you covered here. Share this with your friends and family. Seriously, it'll be for a good cause. It would seriously be for a great cause, guys. So that's kind of what we are dealing with here. But that's what we are dealing with at the moment. Like I said, a lot of crazy stuff is just now starting to kind of kick off here. We have another tornado watch, like I said, just now popped up here across Oklahoma. For Lawton, bits of Oklahoma City, tornado watch in effect. This does include Tulsa as well. This will be in effect here for a while. Now, the time is kind of off here. It's kind of, I think it's 10 o'clock Pacific time, I want to say. So that would be midnight Central time, I believe. That's what we are seeing with. So that's what we are looking at. Like I said, large hail of up to 5 inches being possible. I just find that hard to believe. Look at that. The one above this is 3 inches, and the one to the up that's 2.5. But 5 inches of hail is possible. Pretty daggone crazy. So, yeah, we're still monitoring a tornado warning that is in effect. Another severe thunderstorm warning has taken some of its place here for bits of Franklin here, also bits of Alma, bits of Beaver City inside of this. But I will say Beaver City is on the back edge of the severe storm, so the conditions might be limited. However, we do have some reports coming in from Beaver City here. 1.8-inch hail, ping pong ball to golf ball size hail, reported by Dispatch here. A source from the public here, this was in Beaver City. Like I said, magnitude of 1.8 inches. That is pretty daggone crazy. That's pretty daggone crazy. So, like I said, tornado warning here in effect for 12 more minutes. We have a little bit to go on this cell here. I'll tell you what, we're going to bring up our other radar view and look at it right here. I like this one better for looking at velocity and stuff, but I like the other one to kind of show the overall perspective here. Like I said, right here in the purple as well, not only is there going to be a possible tornado, we've already seen a confirmed tornado out of this cell, by the way. Yeah, so this has actually been a confirmed tornado. A tornado has occurred out of the cell here. Like I said, there's some pinks and purples going on here, basically showing you that there's some pretty large ice that the radar is picking up as well. So the radar is scanning it from a side angle, and it's picking up some large ice. So we're likely seeing some hail as well, up to 2 inches in diameter, apparently, according to this. So we have got to watch this. It does look like on the latest few frames, it kind of looks like it might be fading down here. You can obviously see that trend, how the purple is starting to kind of fade out slowly. But, there is still likely a lot of ice crystals that is inside of this cell. Like I said, obviously there's that other severe thunderstorm warning that just now been issued to take its place here, basically showing you that it's still a pretty strong storm, and this can still cause a lot of crazy stuff to happen. A lot of multicellular action, storms firing off here across bits of Kansas as well into Nebraska. Look at this, southern Nebraska into bits of Kansas as well. Got some pretty crazy stuff going on here. Another severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for Elmo, Hope, bits of Woodbine. This is in effect here for a little bit to go. discrete cell firing off here. And here pretty soon, I would assume that Oklahoma might actually start getting some of this action here. As like I said, we literally just saw a watch now being issued here for bits of Oklahoma. Look at this. Oklahoma has a watch going straight through the heart of the state here, just north of Wichita Falls here in Texas. This does include Lawton, Oklahoma City, bits of Palos Valley, as well as bits of Tulsa and Bartlesville. So that's kind of what we are looking at here at the moment. Toby says, my friend might be in the moderate zone just northeast in Oklahoma. We'll obviously hope he stays safe. Toby, let him know about what's going on there. That's seriously pretty crazy. Kevin says, that's completely insane. 5-inch diameter hail in Oklahoma City and every tornado watch. That is pretty crazy. You know, that's honestly pretty shocking in regard to things. But yeah, that's what we are looking at. So 5-inch hail is a possible concern. Imagine that, guys. 5-inch hail. I believe that's roughly the size of my phone here. This is roughly the size of my phone, okay? So I believe, I want to say iPhones are probably around 6 inches. So regardless, that's some big hail. That's some very large hail. Being a big concern here for today. It's like, wow, that's crazy. That's some crazy, crazy hail being possible. So obviously we got to be on the lookout for monstrous hail. Extreme hail, honestly. This is no joke. This is seriously no joke, you guys. Let's go see. Toby says, so I'm thinking a tornado emergency might happen. No, not right now. It's possible today. It depends on where these tornadoes end up, where they form. But right now, there's no need for a tornado emergency. That's usually for mostly populated areas here. If there's a confirmed tornado on the ground, is usually when they issue those tornado emergencies. Or if it's a very large tornado, sometimes it gets pretty crazy. Devin says that he tweeted some photos to me. Okay, obviously, whoa, I got a lot of stuff coming in here on the Twitter. Wow. All right, between Devin here and Devin and Kevin. Between you two. Here we go. Here's some reports coming in here. I see the one that Kevin put up. I'm going to pull it up here in a minute on the thing here. So here's Twitter. Here is obviously a beautiful mesocyclone captured here. I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to do something a bit different. I feel like I should probably do this real quick. This will probably make things much, much better. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. So here's our Twitter being reported. Here's a little over circulation here from Dustin Wilcox here, currently going on here. This was 31 minutes ago. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. Got some nice circulation. You got your flanking line going on right here. Obviously, you got your tower coming up. This thing's rotating, by the way. This whole thing is rotating. This is a mothership. This thing is rotating counterclockwise here. And this is actually pretty daggone crazy. Let's go see. Andreas says, when is the severe weather coming to Dallas-Fort Worth in the next day? So for today, obviously today is not really your day. Tomorrow, there's a possibility. So we'll get to that more here in a second once we look through Twitter here. Absolutely beautiful, though. Here's another one here from Tim Slane here that Devin put up here. Obviously, you got your flanking line coming on the backside here. That's basically all of your inflow. All that warm air is driving its way into the storm here, basically coming up here from the south, I believe. So he's probably looking at the east. He's probably looking at the east right now, if I was to assume. Now, this is where we want to watch out for you. Obviously, you got a few Scud clouds. Scud is this lower-level hanging clouds you can kind of see going on right there. This is Scud clouds. The Scud clouds are pretty wicked looking. They can definitely be pretty crazy looking sometimes. So you got some Scud on there. You got your flanking line going on here as well. Here we go. Tornado or landspout here for in the base of Hastings. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, you can see right there. There's some ground spin up here. Now, here's the thing. Here's a fun fact for you guys. The tornado doesn't... You don't have to see the tornado funnel go all the way down. You don't have to see it like that. As long as you see some type of dust being kicked up and it's rotating, usually with the funnel cloud above, and not the full condensation being there, that's still a tornado. If you see some kick up here on the surface, that is what we are seeing. That's still... Yeah, that's likely a tornado that we're looking at right there. That's crazy. That's definitely crazy. Here we go. Here's another one coming in here. Coming in from Josh. That's definitely a tornado. That might even be a gustnado. Regardless, because you really can't see a funnel cloud. I'm not really seeing a funnel cloud, but you obviously see some dust being kicked up. This might be a gustnado. Right there. Moving through. It's obviously likely doing some damage here. Absolutely crazy. There's that watch that we have there. Oh, look at that. Tornado trying to form here south of Orleans, Nebraska here from Devon. Yeah, you can obviously see that cone shape we have going on here. There's your funnel going right like that. Pretty crazy. You can obviously see those rain bands around it too. You know, these things right here, that's all rain. Very, very heavy bands of rain is happening right there. Pretty daggone crazy, not going to lie. Here's another one here, a tornado warning here from Devin. Thank you, Devin, for posting that. Yeah, this is that warning we were looking at. You can see the funnel right there. This is a confirmed tornado, actually. You can see the funnel right there. You know, you see that little drop? It's kind of hard to see. And then obviously, we do have that kick up right here. That's what I'm saying. The whole thing does not have to be filled out. The whole center does not have to be filled out. Just as long as you see, you know, that debris being kicked up here from the surface. That tells you, yeah, that's a tornado right there. So that's what we are talking about. So like I said, guys, seriously, that is pretty crazy. So like I said, I was going to see who mentioned me in this comment. Okay, Kevin. I'm going to go ahead and like that as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Kevin, for putting that up here. And we're going to take a look at that here more in a little bit in regard to things. But yeah, obviously, that's pretty daggone crazy seeing 5-inch hail on a report, or sorry, on a watch here. That's when you know hail is going to be a very large concern here for today. So here we go. We're taking a look here at the current active wall of severe storms that we are dealing with across the south-central portion of Nebraska here. This is going to continue pushing its way here down to the east-southeast. Currently, what we are seeing here right now, there's a big old line of severe storms tracking its way downward in regard to things. We'll continue to pass its way down to the southeast, like I said, east-southeast here, and this will eventually end up in Oklahoma and in Missouri. Like I said, overall, our convective outlook, this is the overall severe threat area. If you guys are across the regions here, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. If you guys are across these areas right in here, if you guys know anyone across those regions there and inward, these are all the zones we are expecting severe weather. This does include north-central Texas. This does include central and eastern Oklahoma, basically central and eastern Kansas as well, western Missouri, southwestern Iowa here, southeastern Nebraska. So even bits of eastern Colorado here. Pretty daggone crazy. So that is kind of what we are seeing here. So all types of severe weather is going to be a concern here for today. Like I said, large tornadoes, likely EF2 and higher, could definitely be supportive. Honestly, definitely could be supportive here for today. So that's what we are looking at. We still have this tornado warning that is in effect. I think this might be even another one. Yep, there's another one here just north of Upland. Okay, west here of Norman. Yeah, west here of Norman here expires in 33 minutes. Bits of Minden, Upland here. So this is, you know, this is just now being issued here. Not too long ago, it expires in 33 minutes. So look at that. Like I said, not only is a possible tornado a concern here. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Okay, radar indicated rotation. So this is not confirmed yet. This is basically just showing you that some rotation has been detected from the radar view. Kind of what we are seeing. So not only is there a possible tornado threat here, but like I said, hail is also possibly up to 2 inches in diameter as well. Kind of near Minden at the moment, you know, right around in here. This is where we are seeing some pretty large hail indicated in those pinks and purples. That's basically those very, very large echoes that are actually showing up here on the radar. The radar is scanning some very large ice up in the atmosphere here. Kind of what we are seeing here. Let's go ahead and see. Courtney says, keep up the good work, Drew. You're doing awesome, and don't give up. Thank you so much, Courtney. You're the best. Jenny says, NW16 rocks. Thank you so much, Jenny. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. If I didn't care, I would not be here streaming all day for y'all. So, like I said, at least do me a favor, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Share this with your friends and family, guys. Spread it out as far as you can. Like I said, not just, you know, literally for you guys. I want you all to be prepared. Like I said, even if you guys don't know anyone who's in this risk, still share this with your friends and ask them, hey, do you know anyone in these areas here? Send them to the channel. Let them know what's going on here, because we're going to be live here for the whole entire event today across the region. So that's kind of what we are dealing with in regard to things. So that's what we are seeing. Okay, so like I said, guys, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, but for you guys, because I'm going to be here no matter what. We're already having a lot of these reports coming in. Look at all these damaging wind reports coming in now. A lot of hail reports popping in here in the yellows as well. Got a lot of crazy stuff going on here. So, we are monitoring a tornado warning that is in effect here for bits of Minden, just southwest here of Norman. Well, actually, west here of Norman, just north of Upland here. basically just east here of Wilcox here. We are currently looking at back on the GR table here. This is obviously our better. I like this radar a little bit better here. That tornado warning is popping up. We do have a little bit of a hook echo. It kind of looks like you can kind of see that classic hook signature right there. There's a little bit of a hook going on there. An embedded supercell is going on at the moment in regard to things here. Like I said, radar is scanning some pretty large hail likely up inside of this as well compared to what we are currently seeing here at the moment. Back in velocity scan, we'll go back here a few frames. Yeah, it does look like there might be a little bit of a couplet trying to do something here in regard to things. And like I said, just near Keene here. Like I said, this does include Minden. This does include basically west of Norman here as well. Here's the tornado warning here in this red polygon in regard to things here. So that is what we are looking at. Regardless, you guys, this is going to be pretty nasty here. Like I said, all types of severe weather is expected. We're going to continue watching these cells as well because a lot of things is going on. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Hope, bits of Elmo, bits of Woodbine. This is here in effect across the east central portion of Kansas. This one is in effect here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. That is definitely enough to cause some damage to roofs, vehicles, all sorts of property. I mean, lives even, livestock and agriculture is a big concern. It can actually damage some plants as well. So this is what we are seeing here. Another severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Bloomington, Franklin, Republican City, Orleans, bits of Stamford, Woodruff here, Long Island as well. This is in effect here until 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. This is in the Central Time Zone here in regard to what we are seeing here. So this is for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So it looks like the further we go down south, the bigger that hail threat is going to grow compared to what I've been seeing here. A bit of a couplet going on right here. There's a bit of rotation, some broad rotation going on here just north of Keene. Currently ongoing here right now. You can barely see it, but it's right around in there. This is where we are watching out for. This is in the tornado warning in regard to things. Now, correlation coefficient, looking on this, is a bit contamination that's going on here, right here on the side of the storm. This is not a tornado, most likely not a tornado that's on the ground right now, but this is still showing some rotation, and you should still be in your shelters regardless of what this says. So guys, please, please, please be safe with this. Just north of that, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for bits of Lowell, bits of Gibbon here, as well as bits of Shelton. Currently going on Riverdale as well. North of that for Luke City here, bits of Ord, Rockville as well, and Litchfield at the moment. So this is what we are looking at. We have a whole handful of severe storms that is currently kicking off here at the moment in regard to things here. And so we're going to continue watching this here over the next little bit in regard to things because things are getting pretty daggone nasty here. This is our overall chance for severe storms is across the dark green and inward. The greatest chance across the orange and the red. And like I said, it's not even near its worst yet, guys. This is not even in its worst yet. Once these storms, once this long line moves its way here to the east, this is going to kick off very, very strong here across the red area. This is our greatest chance for severe weather here across bits of Frankfort, bits of the regions here, Topeka. This is Topeka, Kansas. West of Kansas City here. See, Kansas City is right here, but Kansas City is still in a pretty large severe threat here for today. The greatest one is across the red here across the region. This does include Concordia as well. So we have got to continue watching this. Switching over to a radar view here at KTWX. There is a severe thunderstorm warning we are currently seeing here east here of Harrington. This does include Hope as well as Woodbine here currently at the moment in regard to things here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1.25-inch hail is expected out of this. Kind of what we are seeing here. Basically half-dollar size hail is kind of what we are expecting here. So we're going to continue watching this, you guys. We got this covered. We got you guys covered here. So like I said, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are the best. I really do appreciate all of your support. Like I said, share this video, share this live stream with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on, guys, because, like I said, I want to help out. I want to help you guys, be safe. Our goal is to help out as many people as we can. So, guys, do me a favor. Share this with your friends and family, guys. Be greatly appreciated. Let's go and see. Issue a severe thunderstorm warning here for Kansas. The other one just popped up right here. Continue severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. New severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Concordia, bits of Rice, bits of Wayne, Agenda, as well as Hollis and Husher, as well as Aurora. This is now in effect here. This will be in effect until 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. If you guys are following along on the Eastern Time Zone, this is here in This would be 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time here. Or sorry, 7 o'clock Eastern Time here. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that mixed up there. So yeah, severe thunderstorm warning here in effect. This does include possibility of 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail being a concern here. So this is what we are looking at. Like I said, tornado warning still remains in effect here for Keene, bits of Midden, west of Norman now. Currently ongoing here at the moment. There is a bit of rotation that is kicking off right here. This is our watch area. Right there, there is likely a tornado that's already on the ground, if not going to be shortly, across these regions here. So you have got to be in your shelter here. So let's see, Jose, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. Tyler Man says, hey, what's up, Tyler Man? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. But once again, thank you so much, Jose. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, y'all. It'd be greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate all of your all support here. So, like I said, new severe thunderstorm warning just now popped up here across Kansas. We have a whole line of storms now firing off here. Things are getting ready to get pretty crazy. Toby says the National Weather Service is expecting a few tornadoes to be EF2 and higher. That is definitely a big concern here, and that's why we have our significant risk of severe weather here for today. And that's for the significant tornado threat. We have a significant wind and hail threat as well. You know, like I said, the watch that they issued, look at this, guys. You guys are going to get, if you guys are just now tuning in, you guys are probably going to get blown away by this, but they just issued a tornado watch here. They just issued a tornado watch here across bits of central Oklahoma not too long ago. Look at this. Max hail size could get up to 5 inches. 5 inches, you guys. That's crazy. That is crazy, huh? So we're going to continue watching this. You know, this is definitely something we have got to watch close. Yeah, so we still have that tornado warning here in effect. You know, honestly, it kind of does look like that this is starting to kind of kick off still. It still looks like it's not really letting up anytime soon. I mean, obviously we have a bit of a couplet starting to form here. And so, yeah, there's still a tornado warning here in effect. This will be in effect, guys, until 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern. So we have about 24 minutes to go before this is canceled here. The area of interest is right here, northeast of Keene. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. That is what we are seeing here. Let's go see. Jenny says, could that take trees down? Yeah, definitely. You know, with those tornadoes and the winds we are expecting, definitely, of course. Can definitely uproot some trees too, being possible today. Like I said, some big old tornadoes is going to be crazy. Devin says, I'm surprised it's not a PDS tornado watch. I actually agree with that. It would go PDS if it was severe thunderstorm watch, not for tornadoes, but considering it's tornado watch, the only reason they put a PDS out is because it's for tornado watch specifically, mostly for tornadoes. They just throw side information like the hail. Now, like I said, if this was a severe thunderstorm watch, this would likely be PDS. Definitely, because considering hail that large across Oklahoma, which is expected, is unbelievable. Crazy. That's literally the biggest hail I've ever seen in a watch ever be issued. I'm not even joking. I've been doing this for many years too, guys. I've been doing this for many years. Crazy. Jenny says PDS. So PDS stands for particularly dangerous situation in regard to things. I'll tell you what, guys. I got to go turn off this fan. This fan is cold. Got pretty cold down here. But yeah, PDS stands for particularly dangerous situation. They only issue that on special occasions here, in which, you know, honestly, they're not issuing a PDS tornado watch because the tornado aspect is not required for PDS, but yeah, pretty nasty regardless. So like I said, we do have an active tornado warning. We have one tornado warning that is in effect here, across bits of Keene, bits of Midden, north of Upland here, west of Norman, that is going on here at the moment in regard to things. So we have got to watch this close. You know, like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, seriously, like I said, if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, guys. Help share the word out there. We got to get as many people as we can in here. It'll help out the YouTube algorithm, guys. Thank you so much. Jethro says, I've seen softball-size hail. The biggest hail I've ever saw was quarter size, and that's back in Virginia, because Virginia doesn't really get too big of hail events. I mean, obviously, it can, but you know, nothing like you'd likely more commonly see in the central U.S. But it can still happen. I've seen multiple hail events. Just largest I've seen was about the size of a quarter. Nothing too insane, but hail can get pretty large. You know, the biggest. Here's a little bit of a fun fact for you guys. The largest hailstone that was ever recorded was 8 inches. Imagine that, 8 inches longwards, 8 inches by 8 inches here. And then the thing is that you might be wondering, what kind of size does that represent to? That's the size of a freaking bowling ball. Bowling ball size hail has occurred before. That's insane. 8-inch hail, that's the size of a bowling ball. That has happened. Pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and see here. Mia says, have a severe thunderstorm warning had DVD size hail yet? I hope not. So, no, not yet. But, honestly, depending on the width of DVDs, probably around 5 inches. That's kind of what they have maxed out for today. Maybe some of hail events getting up to near 5 inches being possible across Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, definitely a possibility. We could see some very large hail here for today. Like I said, that newest watch that just issued here not too long ago, cross bits of Oklahoma. Look at this. Here's what I was showing you guys about. I even highlighted it so that you guys can double see where it's at. Right here. Right there. Look at that. Max hail, 5 inches. Max damaging wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour. That's obviously a pretty big deal in regard to things here. 75 mile per hour wind gusts. 5-inch hail here. That's pretty daggone crazy. Mike says, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. So a lot of crazy stuff is happening. So not only is there a possibility of, tornadoes, this is a tornado watch reminder for you guys. Tornado watch shows that the atmosphere is favorable of producing tornadoes. So tornadoes are obviously a concern in a tornado watch. But this has 5-inch hail being a possibility as well. And damaging wind gusts of excess of 75 miles per hour. That's a pretty daggone crazy watch, if you ask me. I've never really seen one that strong. Wow, that is insane. So, like I said, we still have a tornado warning that we are monitoring here for bits of Minden, just north of Upland, west of Norman here, northeast of Hildreth here. Currently, we are seeing here, just basically east here of, let's go and see, I can't even read that name because that's right there. Let's go and see Axtell. So we already do have a hail report coming in from Axtell here. 1.3 inches has been reported here of hail. This one's showing 1.8. A lot bigger, close to that 2-inch margin we are seeing here. 2 tornado reports. This is actually new. I just saw 1 tornado report before. This is one we were talking about. Storm Chaser, various reports of dusty ground. This one shows reports of brief tornado followed by supporting photo via Facebook. Location is estimated. So like I said, this storm is now this is no longer tornadic, but do not be surprised. Don't be surprised if storms, of this magnitude can kick off to become tornadic yet again. Because they can definitely do so. They're definitely known to do that. They're different cells. They're unstable. They go down, they come back up. They go down, they come back up. I've seen it happen many times. We've seen it here firsthand on the channel, and it's very, very, very possible. So we got to watch this here. Strong thunderstorm. Oh, that's a big thing. Top issue is strong thunderstorm will impact portions of central Dickinson, southern Geary counties through 6:15 p.m. Okay, this is non-severe. This is wind 55 miles per hour and hail 0.88. So this is basically just a special weather statement here. Let's go and see what this. So this is. Okay, yeah, this is still radar indicator rotation. So basically, this is just showing you that the radar has picked up some rotation inside of this cell. So that's still pretty crazy here. A lot of discrete cells are firing off here across bits of the central portions of this outlook area here. Devin says, "What is the biggest hail I've seen?" I said it a few minutes ago. The biggest I've ever seen here was quarter size. Not really much, about the size of your knuckle, I guess. I guess roughly about the size. Like I said, the size of a quarter is about the size of 1-inch hail. Like I said, imagine that. Imagine 5 quarters stacked on top of each other. That's how large hail is possible today. That's pretty crazy, honestly. So we're still watching this tornado warning here. It expires in 17 minutes now. South of Minden now, southwest of Norman, northeast of Hildreth. They just now, I believe, downgraded the size of that warning. So now it's covering a little bit lower of ground here. That's the only tornado warning that we have at the moment, which obviously is no tornado warning is obviously a good thing. But that is what we are seeing here. So we're going to see here. Mia says, to be honest, if there's a severe storm warning issued, I would take it very serious. And you should. With these severe thunderstorm warnings for today, some of these have very, very large hail and damaging winds here, guys. So, honestly, what's happening with this is essentially essentially, even though they're not tornado warned, if they're severe thunderstorm warned, you should still be in your shelter for today. These storms are a different breed. These are a breed of nasty, nasty storms. These are not the ones that, go on an average summer day. These are the nasty ones. These are the ones that causes all types of damage, from hail damage, killing agriculture, livestock, people. I believe the last person died was in 2000, but that was still a while back. But still, hail can still kill. It really still can. And regardless, if we have 5-inch hail today, that could definitely kill. If you mix in those damaging winds today and that hail, my God, that is going to be a bad combination. So tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds here is in effect here. Let's go see here. Mia says, enter a discrete thunderstorm is a storm that develops on its own, right? Yes, that is correct. Discrete means on its own, basically. Linear is a long line. You can imagine a linear line just being a straight line. Embedded means that there is usually a linear fashion with the embedded supercells inside of that linear mode in regard to things. Multicellular is a lot of close together individual storms, and single cell is just a single cell within a pretty large distance. That's what it is. That's basically how you pronounce that. So the answer is yes. That is how that goes. So we're continuing to watch this tornado warning here that is in effect. We have this one in effect here. Like I said, it's just now got updated not long ago. Here is the original polygon. Now here is it now. It's gotten shrunk a lot here. It kind of looks like a lot of the rotation has ended. I think we are actually in the clear for now. But, since the warning is still in place, we should still be in our shelters, guys. But look at this. There's really not much rotation going on here. It's mostly just linear. Like I said, the winds here, our radar is right here, and like I said, how the velocity works is green shows all that air moving directly towards the radar, and red shows it moving directly away from the radar. So we're having a bit of convergence going on. The battle is going head to head right there. So we have these winds plowing against each other. So what's happening right now is all of this air, this is actually all of your inflow. This is actually all of that warm air is driving its way up, and it's actually going up instead of hitting and going nowhere. It's actually all going up and ramping up in the atmosphere, which is why we're seeing a whole line of storms firing off here. So all this red here is showing us that all these winds are pushing this way, and that's just fueling these storms here, fueling them to nasty potential, for sure. But like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button, guys. It'll be greatly appreciated. Share this as much as you can with your friends and family, regardless if they're in this at all. Just tell them, I recommend, like typing out something, a note or something, and typing out here. Take a look at this channel where they're going over this. And if you know anyone across the central United States, do them a favor, give them a heads up as well. Share this out as far as you can, guys. We have got to get as many people in here as we can. We got to get that YouTube algorithm going, guys. We got to be here. We got to make sure everything works. Not for me, but for you, because like I said, we're going to be here all night long, and we're going to need some people to watch this, because obviously this is going to be a very nasty, nasty event here. So that is what we are looking at. So guys, please, please, please help us out. Be greatly appreciated. So like I said, this tornado warning, I do expect it to be canceled here relatively soon, considering it does look like most of the potential has kind of died down. That tornado warning is still in effect, though. Still will be in effect here. Let's go and see. This will be in effect here until 9 o'clock. Oh, no, that's what I watch. Hold on. This is for... Okay, until 6 o'clock. Until 6 o'clock, y'all. Like I said, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys absolutely rock. I do appreciate all of your support today. You guys seriously are the best. And like I said, we're going to continue being here for you guys no matter what. I'm going to continue giving you guys updates in regard to things. And like I said, we've been live here for a while, and I continue to push to be live for a longer time. So we got you all covered, guys. We are going to be here for you today, no matter what. So moving on back here, back to the WSV3 mode in regard to things here. If you guys know anyone across the regions here, I'm about to show you what's going on here. So the overall area here that's expected to see severe weather or possible severe weather is across these regions here I'm drawing. This does include a lot of central U.S. states into the Midwest, into the Central Plains, and Southern Plains, actually. So if you guys know anyone across any of these regions here, this is all the potential of seeing severe weather across these regions here. Okay, so if you guys are across the region, that is where we have the chance for severe weather. The greatest chance is obviously across the red. This is our severe threat level 4 out of 5, almost maxing out potential of what severe storms can get up to, which is pretty daggone crazy here. So that is what we are looking at here. Pretty daggone crazy here. Let's go and see here. Reports of quarter-size hail, 1 inch here at Dickinson County, Kansas, from law enforcement, 6 miles 6 miles west of Woodbine. What we are seeing here, we're starting to see some discrete cells actually just now starting to fire off here inside of this moderate zone. So we're going to get some pretty nasty supercells likely starting to form off here. So don't be surprised if some of these kind of start catching into tornadic activity here, because honestly, wow. Okay, here's the satellite view. Here's what the recent satellite is showing us. We have a lot of action just now starting to explode. We're going to switch here to regional sectors. I mean, look at this. Look at all of that action. We're starting to see a lot of heavy stuff firing off. It looks like we have a thunderstorm that plumed off here in Oklahoma. You can see right down here. This right here. It looks like a thunderstorm fired off here. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and move down here back to the radar view. We're going to take a look here down at Oklahoma. Kind of looks like towards the KFDR radar there's that cells. Yep, there's a few multi-cells popping off here. Nothing intense quite yet. Maybe some just moderate to heavy rain, but that's about it. We have a cell to the northeast of Lawton, north of Duncan, basically south or northwest here of Lindsay. So that is kind of what we are looking at here. We have a little bit of cells kicking off here across bits of Oklahoma here at the moment. So this is kind of what we are seeing here. Like I said, we have a lot of tornado watches that is in effect here. I mean, literally all the way down from basically the extreme south central portion here of Oklahoma into the far northern portion here of, literally far northern portion here is basically central bits of Nebraska. So pretty large amount of ground is inside of this tornado watch at the moment here. So there is a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for Concordia. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail does seem to be the concern here in regard to things. So that's what we're looking at here now. Obviously, we still have our tornado warning. We are still watching here in effect. Not only is a possible tornado going to be a concern here, but 2-inch hail is also a possibility. So you could have some large hail with this as well. So some large hail and even some damaging winds and possible tornado. Obviously, we did have a tornado that was likely there. You can see that mesocyclone starting to kind of kick off here, but it looks like that most of that linear push behind it has knocked its tornado potential mostly out of the way there. Honestly, there is still a tornado warning, and you should still be inside of your shelter. But right now, based off of things, I'm not really seeing anything too concerning out of this cell. New severe thunderstorm warning has now popped up here near it. It looks like just now popped up. This now includes bits of Roseland. This is actually a pretty big severe thunderstorm warning. This has now been issued for these areas here. New one is pushing through. This does include bits of Wood River, Aldo, bits of Green Island, bits of Hastings, bits of Roseland, Keensall as well. So this does include a lot of ground here. This is a pretty large severe thunderstorm warning here across the south central portion of Nebraska that is currently going on here at the moment. So this is what we are looking at here, guys. This is turning into a pretty serious situation we are dealing with here. So we are going to continue watching. I'm going to take my glasses off here. They don't need to be up there in regard to things. So that's kind of what we are seeing, guys. So be on the lookout for today, y'all. This is a big, big, big day. Let's go ahead and see here. Wondrous. Never did I see DVD-size hail forecast by the Storm Prediction Center. Pretty crazy. Yeah, 5-inch hail is expected here. Absolutely insane. I mean, look at that. 5-inch hail is possible. Here's the tornado watch we have in effect here. I'm going to show you right now where it says that. Right here, max hail size could get up to 5 inches. Absolutely crazy. 5-inch hail is a lot of hail. And honestly, that's definitely enough to cause damage of all types. So not only is hail basically the size up to 5 inches possible, but honestly, damaging wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour could be possible here as well. So 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 5-inch hail could be possible, at the max with some of these storms here across Oklahoma. And obviously, we have a few other watches that is in effect here across the eastern side of Kansas. A little bit less extreme, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3-inch hail. Northwest of that, the hail does go down even more, 2.5-inch, and also 75-mile-per-hour going on there. So let's go ahead and see. We're switching on back here to the Twitter view. Apparently, I have a new thing according to Devin here. We got some new stuff coming in here from Twitter. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, look at that. Beautiful here. This was in Chapman, Kansas. Here, he just posted that 5 minutes ago. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful skies here. We got some cumulonimbus obviously going on here. Look at that. That might even be some Mammatus up there. Mammatus clouds. That's kind of what it looks like we are seeing up here. Right around in here, you can kind of see those Mammatus clouds we're talking about here. More into cirrus clouds. So that's kind of what we are seeing. Looking pretty crazy here. Here we go. Here comes another one from Jeff. Okay, here's from Devin. Devin posts this. Wow! No way. Okay, that's obviously some palm trees. So where is this at? This is nowhere. This was Fort Myers. What is this, Florida? Southwest Florida here. Is there even a severe threat for Florida today? I don't even think there was there? That's concerning. Hold on. Let's go ahead and see. Was it even warned at all or what? The severe threat. There it is right there. There's that report there. Broadcast media brief tornado near Wrinkler Road. Showed a rotating debris cloud near the surface. Yeah, look at that right there. South of Cape Coral. Thanks for reporting that, Devin. Pretty daggone crazy. So that's... Did it even go warned at least? That's the thing. Did it even go warned? Reports of half-dollar size hail or spotted reports quarter to half-dollar size hail just on the western side of Albany. City limits is in Dickinson County, Kansas, 1 mile north of Albany. What we are seeing here. So that's pretty crazy. Tornado in Florida. Wow. That's insane. Yeah, there's not even a severe risk today for them. That just goes to show you can't always go off of the Storm Prediction Center. The risk, the risk is there for more numerous events like that. But this is obviously our threat for today across the central U.S. But that's pretty darn crazy. Here we go. Another mesoscale discussion just now popped up here concerning Tornado Watch 157, 158 here. Just now popping up here. We're going to go and turn on mesoscale discussions here for a moment. We're going to turn that off here for 1 minute. And there we go. It's probably going to take a second for the other one to kick off here. Here's some heavy rainfall potential that is showing up here. So like I said, not only is severe weather possible, but, honestly, flooding is possible too as well. That's the big concern here. That's the thing in regard to things. So guys, please, please, please be on the lookout here. We're going to continue watching for this mesoscale discussion pop up here in a minute. So we're going to continue watching this. But like I said, guys, if you're just now joining us, obviously welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hope you guys have been staying safe here. So we have a lot of stuff that is going on here at the moment. We have an active tornado event that is starting to kick off here across the United States. And like I said, this is going to get pretty nasty as we continue to move down in time here. This has not even gotten near its worst outlook area yet. Like I said, we're just now starting to see these lines of storms moving into the severe threat level 3 out of 5. Just now hit that severe threat level 3 out of 5 across the region there. And like I said, we still have another level of severity to go through. This is our greatest threat here across the red. So once these storms move into the red, gosh, we have to be on the lookout. This is a serious, serious event that is kicking off here. So, like I said, guys, just thank you so much for being here. You guys rock. Just always know that. Like I said, please share this with your friends and family, regardless if they're in the zone at all. But just tell them, hey, there's severe weather going on here across the central U.S., Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, and Iowa being affected. Do you know anyone who lives there? And if so, tell them to relay that. Because like I said, guys, we need to stretch out this as far as we can. It'll get the YouTube algorithm going, guys. We have got to spread this word, guys. We have got to spread it as much as we can. So, like I said, do me a favor, you guys. Like I said, I'm here for you guys all the time. I'm going to be here for you guys until later on tonight. Probably after midnight, honestly, in regard to things. So, like I said, please, 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 guys, be on the lookout here. Let them know what's going on. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Be greatly appreciated. And if y'all do want to support the channel, we do have our link in the description as well as pinned in chat here. Be greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead and see here in Cloud County, Kansas. Public reports hail of egg size, 2-inch, here at 5:54 p.m. Central Time. This was just 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, looks like. So, that was actually fairly recent. Egg size hail being reported here in Cloud County, Kansas. Let's go ahead and go up here. Is this Cloud County? No, that's not Cloud County. Let's go move back here. Oh, man, where is Cloud County, Kansas? Probably not even popping up here yet. Issues severe thunderstorm warning here in Kansas. in Washington, Kansas. So this just now popped up here. Let's go move back to my other radar view. This is just now pulled up here. This is for this one right here. This does now include Cuba, Belleville as well, just south of Haddam, south here of Munden as well. This is what we are looking at here at the moment. This is what we are seeing here. So we got to watch this here. There's a little bit of turbulence on this as well. Is there even any type of tornado tag on this? There's not. Hail threat observed. Thunderstorm damage threat considerable. Yeah, 2-inch hail is expected here. I feel like this is the cell that there was that hail report here of that egg size hail we just saw. It might be. Another severe thunderstorm warning here being issued for Dickinson, let's see, Geary, and Riley, Kansas, until 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So this has 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes to go before that one's canceled. There we go. Here comes that report. Here comes EAS coming through. Let's go and listen to this and see what it has to say. No idea. Could not tell you what it is. Probably a severe thunderstorm warning, actually. Yep, figured. That's what we're looking at. There it is right here. This includes Junction City, by the way. Dude, these things are good. Highly recommend these guys. Good stream. Dude, these things are amazing. If you've never had them, I highly recommend it. Nice little stream snack. Thunderstorm wind gusts reported here of 62 miles per hour here from an ASOS station in Cloud County, Kansas.
For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for central, northeastern, and east central Kansas.
So there you go.
This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91.
Okay. So that was the what you just heard. There was a severe thunderstorm warning that has just got issued here for Junction City, bits of Ogden here as well. Basically also Chipman, just east here. Let's see, Chapman. Sorry, Chapman here. Inside of this does include bits of Milford as well. Inside of this, so this is our severe thunderstorm warning we just now saw kicked off here. I mean, look at all of this nastiness that's just now starting to kick off here. This is getting bad. This is seriously getting very, very bad. And here pretty soon, it's probably going to get uncontrollable bad in regard to things. You know, sometimes these events become so overwhelming that stuff is happening left and right all over the place, and it's hard to keep up with what's going on. But let's hope we can somehow keep this all up to date. Still have that tornado warning that is in effect, apparently, in regard to things. Let's go take a look here back at my, back here at this one here. Actually, no, I don't think that tornado warning is in effect anymore. Yep, they actually did cancel that. That one's just wrong there. So, luckily, they're all just severe thunderstorm warnings. But like I said, today, with the severity of these severe thunderstorm warnings, you know, honestly, it's going to be pretty high. Like I said, some damaging winds could get up to 75 miles per hour or more, maybe up to 80 in some instances, maybe even a little bit higher. You know, honestly, it's pretty crazy what the atmosphere is capable of today. As well as, you know, some hail events. Like I said, the watch that they issued, the watch that the Storm Prediction Center has issued for Oklahoma has the possibility of seeing basically 5-inch hail being possible. That's very, very large hail. Absolutely crazy here. Let's go ahead and see here. Mike says, I love the weather radio being on like this. It's cool to listen to. I used to love listening to ours back when home growing up. Yep, same I did too. I still have one. I actually have one right here. I have one right here. Here's an ER210. Let's see. Yeah, this one's, this one is, my antenna broke off of this one, unfortunately. Look at this. The antenna is right here. Usually it sticks out and goes up. Yeah, it broke off. This was actually fun fact, this is actually my first weather radio, and this contributed a lot to where I am here today. If I never got this, I doubt I would be here, honestly, because this really really like kicked off, sparked off my interest in severe weather here, or just weather in general. And this right here, hearing the weather radio, got me to where I am now, and I'm so thankful of it. And it's honestly amazing. Seriously, it's honestly amazing. So that's why this is definitely one of those sentimental objects you have with you, for sure. So look at this, guys. We're starting to see this event evolve into something even nastier than it was showing before here. Look at this, guys. So essentially we have this big old line that is firing off here of severe storms here across bits of central Nebraska into north central Kansas here. And now we're starting to see a lot of discrete severe storms firing off ahead of that in the warm sector. So we really have got to pay attention to these storms down here, because these are the ones here that are expected to potentially go discrete here in regard to things. So these ones could potentially go discrete and turn into some nastiness. And like I said, we just had this one issued here for Junction City. Toby says, wow, this is really bad. It really is. This is a pretty crazy event that is kicking off here at the moment.
Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up drinking through this whole thing during the live stream. Probably not good for me, but for a whole container, 320 calories. My God. 77 grams of sugar for this whole thing. That's really not bad, though. This is like a pretty big bottle. 24 ounces. Yeah, this probably took off a year of my life. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. Yeah, we're having some widespread severe thunderstorms popping off now. This is not a good thing. Okay, so like I said, guys, if you are just now joining us, welcome. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are staying safe. We have a big old situation that is currently kicking off here at the moment. And we're seeing a lot of crazy stuff that is going on here at the right now. And this is going to continue. This is actually expected to get worse. This is going to get worse. This is just the beginning, you guys. This is just now the beginning of this event. And this is actually going to continue to get much more worse as we do track down here in time. So like I said, guys, we're going to be here for y'all in regard to things. If you guys do want to join our Discord, I'm just throwing it out there right now. We have our Discord here. It's in the description. We have our social media. It's in the description, you guys, in regard to things. But yeah, that's what we are seeing here. Jenny says I'm burning that off as you speak. Probably. I feel like I bet you actually do burn some calories with the amount of much I talk during each one of these streams. I'm pretty sure the amount of times I talk during a live stream here, I'm pretty sure that I'm probably burning some sort of calories at some level. Probably not much, but I'm sure there's some. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There's that mesoscale discussion we were looking at earlier. Okay, well, that's what I was saying. So like I said, guys, if you do want to join our Discord, it's in the description. Everything is here in the description. We have our donation link. If you guys want to help support the channel, help us keep up with the equipment. This program is pretty costly, just saying. It'll help us out greatly. If you guys want to check out our merch page, we have a lot of cool stuff as well, also in the description. Social media here. We have our Discord. We have our Twitter. We have both my Twitter accounts, my personal one and my NWW1161. Facebook and Instagram is all in the description here if you guys want to check it out. I'm just glad to have all of you guys here, honestly, because like I said, this is a pretty serious event here we're dealing with today. We've got to continue to watch this as it does, move on here. And like I said, guys, we got you all, we got you guys covered here. We've got you guys covered. So, like I said, guys, thank you so much for joining us once again here. I hope you guys are staying safe in regard to things. And like I said, we're getting a lot of reports coming in here now. LSR, local storm report here. Let's see here. Local storm report showing visibility down to 1/2 due to blowing dust here. That's crazy. Okay, I tell you what, we're gonna pull up the satellite. I kind of want to pull it up here on. Yeah, I kind of want to pull it up here on the other side. Here we go. Here's the satellite view. That's not satellite. I'm trying to figure out a good way to do this. There we go. Okay, so here's what's going on. Here's on the bigger scale. Obviously, you can see all of this nasty action that's going off right here. This is all of our thunderstorms that are firing off here. Kind of does look like we might have a little bit of cell action firing off here across Oklahoma. I still think that that cap that's there is still too strong. New severe thunderstorm warning here in effect. We might hear it on the EAS. We'll see about that. We will see. Like I said, we're starting to see a lot of the stuff happening here. Take a look here at True Color. Here's the actual what it looks like. Oh, you can see right there where that dry line is. Look at that right there. You all see that? Whoa, there's some fires going on down there. I don't know if you all see that either. There's a lot of cool stuff happening on radar. I just now realized here. So all of this right here is obviously thunderstorms. We got a few firing off here as well down in bits of Oklahoma. But look at this. This is all fires. You see how the smoke is more gray than the white clouds? This is smoke. This is some wildfires that's happening. The winds are taking them to the southeast. And then obviously you can see right here, look at that. That's some dust being brought down to the south. That is crazy. That is absolutely amazing to see. That is unbelievable. It's beautiful, but I know it's causing a lot of mayhem as well. Let's go and take a look at that. I want to take a look at those fires a little bit closer. So here's the fires that's going off here. I'm sure you can even see them on radar here as well. This is across New Mexico, I believe. I forgot. I need to go back here real quick. Yes, this is northern New Mexico. So let's do this. I bet we can find these on radar. Because, that pulls up so much ash and dust that it easily pulls up on radar here. There it is right there. This will be a good one. There you go. So this is showing all that ash and everything like that. If we go on correlation coefficient, it's going to be blue. Because it's non-meteorological. So that's pretty cool. That's honestly pretty cool here. So this is all fires that we're seeing. So these are wildfires here we are looking at. Pretty daggone crazy. So no active tornado warnings. This is obviously good. We have a handful of severe thunderstorm warnings going on here at the moment. Like I said, Devin, if anything new comes in, you know where to go, man. We got our Twitter up here if you guys do want to submit any reports at NWW1162. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything new coming up here. I see the Reed Timbers here in Blackwell, Oklahoma. 6 hours ago. Wow. Yeah, this is actually getting pretty nasty here. So guys, like I said, please, if you have any questions, throw them down the chat here. We're gonna be here for you guys. Yeah, things are getting pretty crazy. Yeah, things are going to continue to get worse as we progress down here further in time. Like I said, this is literally just the beginning of this event. This is only going to get much worse as we do continue down in time here. Let's go see. Mia says, "What did I miss?" So Mia, we're dealing with a bit of wildfire activity as well. I'll go back on the satellite view and show you what we're talking about here. So here we go. Here's the wildfires across. Actually, probably zoom in a little bit closer here. Here's the wildfires that's kicking off across the upper elevations. You can see right here. These are all fires. On the upper right-hand corner, you can barely see it. I'll actually go ahead and switch to a different local region. But right here, here's some actual dust. Here's some dust that's going on here. I should probably pull this up a little bit up more. Why is it? That's weird. It loaded in really weird. Might have to reload the page here. Mia says, hello, what's up? Glad to have you here again. Toby says, wow. Yeah, I understand. Very big wow. Okay, I think my radar's being stupid. Or my satellite's being stupid here.
This includes Interstate 70
We're just gonna have to pull up this guy.
287 and 305.
I think all my satellites are being stupid. Let's see. Right here across Texas. There we go.
Protection moved to an interior room
True
on the
color.
lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for central, northeastern, and east central Kansas. A strong thunderstorm
Oh, it froze.
will impact
Oh.
portions of central
Well, my
Kansas
computer is probably
counties through
freaking out with the amount of stuff I'm doing right now.
At 5:41 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 5 miles west of Woodmont.
Hopefully it fixes soon.
45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts
That's
of
not good.
50 to 55 miles per hour and nickel-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Gusty winds.
I think my internet's acting up. That's what the problem is.
Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible.
Not good, not good. Hopefully it fixes itself here soon.
Include Junction City, Abilene, Grandview Plaza, Chapman, Enterprise.
Alright, so guys, I tell you what, I'm going to be right back. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Oh, shoot, tornado warning. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but we're going to be right back. I'm going to go ahead and double check, see what's going on with the Wi-Fi. Hopefully nothing crazy's happening. So we'll be back shortly, guys. Hang tight.
A tornado watch remains in effect until 11
We'll be back here in momentarily.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for northwestern Erie and southwestern Riley counties. At 6:13 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Junction City, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include southwestern Manhattan, Junction City, Ogden, and Grand and East Central Kansas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 6 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees, the dew point 64, and the relative humidity was 60%. Remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for northwestern Erie and southwestern Riley counties. At 6:13 p.m., entries, the Ogden and Grandview Plaza. This includes Interstate 70 between mile markers 292 and 305. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northeastern and east central Kansas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 6 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees, the dew point 64, and the relative humidity was 60%. The wind was southeast at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 39. The pressure was 29.48 inches and falling. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for northwestern Erie and southwestern Riley counties. At 6:13 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Junction City, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include southwestern Manhattan, Junction City, Ogden, and Grandview Plaza. This includes Interstate 70 between mile markers 292 and 305. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northeastern and east central Kansas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 6 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees, the dew point 64, and the relative humidity was 60%. The wind was southeast at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 39. The pressure was 29.48 inches and falling. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for northwestern Erie and southwestern Riley counties. At 6:13 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Junction City, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include southwestern Manhattan, Junction City, Ogden, and Grandview Plaza. This includes Interstate 70 between mile markers 292 and 305. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northeastern and east central Kansas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 6 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees, the dew point 64, and the relative humidity was 60%. The wind was southeast at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 39. The pressure was 29.48 inches and falling. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. for northwestern Erie and southwestern Riley counties. At 6:13 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Junction City, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include southwestern Manhattan, Junction City, Ogden, and Grandview Plaza. This includes Interstate 70 between mile markers 292 and 305. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 p.m. for northeastern and east central Kansas. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK91 in Topeka, Kansas. Here are the 6 p.m. conditions for the local area. At Topeka, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees, the dew point 64, and the relative humidity was 60%. The wind was southeast at 25 miles an hour. The severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Erie and southwestern Riley counties will